The following is a special production of WOBL, WDLW Sports. WOBL, AM 1320, FM 107.7, and WOBLradio.com. WDLW, 98.9 FM, 1380 AM, and WDLWradio.com. The streams on Lorain County Sports Network on YouTube. Lorain County Friday Night Lights on Facebook. The Lorain County Sports Network is your home for high school football. The last week of the high school football season is here. Lots of senior nights, lots of hugs, lots of joy, and unfortunately, about just as much disappointment. Tomorrow morning is a mixed bag. If you're lucky enough to be in the top 12 in your region, you need to look at video and scouting reports. If not, get ready to clean out your locker and hand in your gear. All of that is true. But tonight, there is work to be done, even if it's one last shot this season. This is the Stewart's TV and Appliance pregame show on the Lorain County Sports Network. Good Friday to you, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Don Vincent. You would tend to think that conferences would be decided already, that the playoff picture is clear. In some cases, sure, and others, not so much. We'll touch on all of that while we look at tonight's schedule. We'll start in a part of the picture that isn't so clear. The LC8, admit it. Up until last week, you thought you knew who was going to win the conference. Tonight, it'll be decided. So here's the schedule, and it's kind of weird how it worked out. The four teams out of the conference championship picture are playing each other, starting with 4-4, 3-2 Black River, visiting 2-7, 0-5 Oberlin. Black River still has the playoffs in sight, although that path is very narrow. 0-7, 0-4 Brookside will be at 3-6, 1-5 Wellington. Both teams will be capping off the season tonight. The four teams still in the picture in the LC8 play each other tonight and will be at both of those games. The playoff will be impacted by both of these games in a couple different ways. First up, on our Lorain County Sports Network stream on YouTube with Bull Barch and Max Drummond, and Lorain County Friday Night Lights on Facebook with Richard Flowers, 6-3, 5-1 Keystone will be at Tom Hoke Field to take on the Clearview Clippers. With a win, Keystone will play in Week 11, albeit on the road. That same win could put them in a tie at the top of the conference with respect to record. For the Clippers, a win gives them the opportunity to be in the discussion at the top of the conference. Search Lorain County Sports Network on YouTube and Lorain County Friday Night Lights on Facebook for this one. The other game in the conference is on Gold Country, WOBL tonight. 8-1, 5-1 Columbia Raiders visit 4-5, 4-2 Firelands. The Raiders are in the playoffs and most likely get a bye in Week 11, which means they would host in Week 12. The Falcons have a simple mandate. Lose, pack up. Win, get some help, perhaps you continue your season. Gary Tollett and Brian DeVito are on the call on WOBL, 107.7 FM, 1320 AM, and WOBLradio.com as well as on the app. 3-6, 1-3 Elyria Catholic wraps up their initial year in the North Coast Conference with a team at the top of the league, 8-0, 4-0 Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, CVCA. Technically, there is a path to the postseason for the Panthers with a win. Doubting the Royals are really going to let that happen. The Vermilion Sailors head to Bellevue to put their 5-4, 1-2 record on the line. The Sailors are playing another week with a win. A loss will likely take them out of contention, primarily due to second-level points. Bellevue comes in at 6-3 and looks to be favored in this one. Our Cool Cat game of the week takes us to Medina, County, and City. The 2-7 Lorain Titans play the 2-7 Medina Battling Bees. Neither has a real shot at the playoffs, so both will be ending the season tonight. It's still a big deal. Everyone wants to win the last game of the year to feel good looking ahead to next year. Dave Granczynski will join me on the call for this one on 98.9 FM, 1380 AM, WDLWradio.com, and on the app. Finally, it's the SWC, which has more than a couple teams looking at the postseason. 8-1 Avon will actually already has won the conference. Tonight they are playing to improve their tournament draw. We know they have a bye in Week 11 and host in Week 12. I expect they'll land in the 2 seed in D2 Region 6, which is an incredibly tough bracket. The Pioneers technically in D1 could get in if they beat the Eagles, another testament to second-level points. Maybe I'll do a halftime feature next week on how that all works. 8-1 North Ridgeville will play more football. Win, and they definitely get a week off. Lose, things likely change. The challenge tonight is a 6-3 Olmsted Falls team sitting immediately below the Rangers in the standings and fighting for a better draw. This should be a close one. 4 and 5 Midview, 4 and 5 Amherst play tonight at Spitzer Auto World Stadium. Both have an outside chance at playoff football. Both need a win and some help. It's the help part that I don't think will come through for either of them. The final game of the night is on our Lorain County Sports Network on YouTube stream. Dave Rivera and Jared Viancourt head to Avon Lake to watch the 5 and 4 Berea-Midpark Titans take on the 3 and 6 host Avon Lake Shoremen. I know this is repetitive, but I don't think there are enough second-level points for the guys from Avon Lake to make it to Week 11. So, that's the deal. Hope you've enjoyed the regular season, and we're looking forward to having you along for the postseason. The Buckeye Community Bank Coaches Corner is next. Coaches from both teams of your game join us before kickoff. The Stewart TV and Appliance pregame show continues right after this.
Welcome into the Coach's Corner presented by Buckeye Community Bank. Today and tomorrow, your partners for growth. Our Week 10 matchup features the Berea-Midpark Titans traveling to Avon Lake to battle the Shoremen in a Southwestern Conference regular season finale. Joining us now is the head coach of the Berea-Midpark Titans, John Hunett, giving us some time. Coach, thank you so much for talking to us before kickoff. Can you believe it's already Week 10?
No, first of all, thanks so much for having me on. Secondly, I can't. No, I can't. I mean, it flies by. It's crazy how quickly it goes, especially when you are thinking about the time you spend with the kids and all the time you spend from January on prepping for the season. I mean, it's amazing how it's already Week 10.
Coming off of a Week 9 victory against Elyria, 44-13, what were some takeaways from that game, Coach, getting you ready for tonight?
I think it was really critical that we had a bounce back after a few tough games for us, where I thought we were, equal to the teams that we played and just didn't get a win and just actually, struggled a little bit against Homestead Falls just based on execution. And so it was really nice to see our kids execute at a really high level and, not take anything for granted and bounce back. So it's a good mojo going into Week 10 and then hopefully carry that into the playoffs.
You come in with a 5-4 record, but playing well on the road, Coach, 3-1. Talk to us about how good your team has been playing away from Berea.
Well, the cool thing is we have a lot of kids that are multi-sport athletes, and so, when you have kids that are used to playing basketball or wrestling or baseball, and they're used to traveling on tournaments, kind of that mentality is really nice from a football perspective because you're going away, there's less distractions, the kids are kind of all together, and number one, it's great, I think, to build it from a team aspect, and secondly, I think it just gives our kids a higher level of focus. So we've done an excellent job with that. From our kids' perspective, I think our coaches have done a nice job being locked in, getting them locked in when we're away.
The offense is putting up some numbers, Coach, averaging 31.3 points per game, and it all starts at that quarterback position. You've had the luxury of having two guys with Vince Weaver and now starting Dylan Papashak. Talk about that quarterback position.
Well, first of all, to have two kids that have performed the way they have is really phenomenal. I think it's a credit to our quarterback coach, Ryan Edgerly. He's in his second season with me. And he's done an excellent job of, regardless of which one of the kids he's working with, there's that same level of focus, that same level of preparation. So when both have had their opportunities, they've really come through for us. So I couldn't be prouder of the way that both of them have played. And, their ability to kind of be the point guard on a team that has a lot of weapons on the perimeter and an excellent offensive line, I think has been the key for them. Just playing within what we do and knowing that, hey, you get that guy the ball in space, some good things are going to happen.
The rushing attack is led by Xavier Harden, who has 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. Talk about him and what he provides to your team.
as a sophomore, he's been phenomenal. I mean, last year he got the opportunity to play because we had a ton of injuries at the tailback position, so he actually was our starter in our second playoff game and came into the year knowing he was going to be a critical part of what we're trying to do. But as a sophomore, to play the way he has, I mean, we throw the ball a lot to our tailback as well. So for him to really grow into the position from a ball game perspective and as a legitimate receiver, I've been really proud of him. He's a competitor. He's a great kid.
On the outside, Nick Reese is leading the team in catches and yardage as well as touchdowns. He's been the go-to guy for you on the offensive side. Talk to us about Nick.
Yeah, Nick's been phenomenal. I mean, the coolest thing about that kid is he's just got a super high compete level. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's practice or if it's a game. I mean, you're going to get him having an attempt to try to get better every single rep, but also that he truly wants to win and whether it be a rep or the game, he wants to win against his opponent and takes the time in to be prepared for a game, takes the time to improve his skill set and his techniques, and it's showing in games.
Your special teams coach has been a real weapon this season with 4 kickoff returns, 4 touchdowns, led by Tyson Clay. Let me get this right. He's got 3 touchdowns and 9 returns, Coach. Is that accurate?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, that is correct. Teams do not kick him the football anymore after the beginning of the season.
Nick Reese also has one.
As well as a sophomore. So Tyson is a real weapon back there, and we're trying to convince teams to kick to him or move him in a spot that they're going to kick to him because he's dangerous with the ball.
Let's switch sides of the ball, Coach.
Sure.
Defensively, when you guys have had success, it's when your defense has held opponents under 20 points. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, a big part of that, I think, is how well we play at the back end. When our back end of guys, a lot of those kids that play are that receiving crew that's been very dangerous for us. When they play at a high level, it makes it very difficult for teams. And along with that, we have a linebacker, Jake Sekula, who's a senior, who is exceptional. I mean, he everything at a high level, but also kind of helps run the show defensively. He's an excellent blitzer. And so when our back end's playing well and our defensive line plays at a high effort level and Jake's making plays, things go pretty well for us.
You're 1-5 in your last 6 meetings with the Shoremen. You've lost 3 straight. Talk about the rivalry.
They're a great team. Coach Costello does an excellent job. He's done a great job building up that program and continue to be good every year. It's an interesting situation for us this year. We've rarely seen them at the end of a season. Traditionally, we play them really at the beginning of our Southwest Conference schedule. So, and knowing our kids, knowing our coaches, I think our coaches do a nice job, but our kids also have always consistently gotten better as the years went on. So it'll be interesting to see when I think that we're playing at a high level, how we do against them. But they have some great players on their football team. Again, well coached, tough kids, and it'll be a lot of fun.
In Division I, Region 1, you guys are sitting at number 8 in the playoff seeding. How important is this game knowing that the Shoremen have nothing to lose?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. First of all, guarantee a home game would be a big deal for us. And, also there's a lot of moving parts still in that region. So I know there's a lot of tough games across the board at the teams that are close with us points-wise. So, we could move up, we could move down. A win would go a long way and get us into a really nice spot in the playoffs where we can host a home game and then, see where we go from there.
Finally, Coach, scout this Avon Lake Shoremen team before we get ready for kickoff.
Well, I'll tell you what, they have a receiver, number 17, Stewart, who is phenomenal. I mean, they try to get him the ball any way they can, and he's a legitimate weapon. I mean, he's probably the best skilled player, I would say, besides the kids that we have on our team. I'm partial to them that we've seen all year. He's dangerous. Sophomore quarterback that's really coming along for them and getting better every single week. And then their offensive line is exceptional. I mean, the dudes they have at the offensive line, especially their upperclassmen are really, really good football players. On the defensive side, their D-line creates a lot of havoc. They do a nice job twisting with their defensive line, stunning with their defensive line, and their kids are exceptional at executing it. And on the back end, they play very sound. That's the thing. You could tell from watching just a couple games, although we've watched more than a couple of them on film, that they're well coached and they're sound, and those are the teams that are the toughest to go against.
Coach, good luck tonight. We look forward to following your team in the postseason, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate what you guys do for high school football. Thank you.
Anytime, Coach. That's head coach John Huneck of the Berea-Midpark Titans. When we come back, it's time to meet the Shoremen and hear from their head coach. You're watching the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week, live and free on YouTube. Subscribe at the Lorain County Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Coach's Corner, presented by Buckeye Community Bank. Today and tomorrow, your partner for growth. Hi, everybody. Jared Vinecourt here with Avon Lake Shoremen head football coach Matt Kostelnick. Coach, thank you for joining me before tonight's kickoff against Berea-Midpark.
Thanks for having me on.
Coach, your team comes in with a record of 3-6. It's the last the last game of the regular season. What's the message? What's the tone you want to leave out for your players in your final game here tonight?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's never fun to know when your last game is, and obviously you want to win that last game. So, it would take a miracle to get into playoffs at this point. So, really just want to focus on the seniors. We had a great offseason, and they did a great job leading us, and want to end the season with a good taste in our mouth.
You have a lot of great seniors on this team. One of them is wide receiver Aiden Stewart. He has a great story. I think it's one of the greatest stories in high school football history, and I think it's just showing how much football is growing outside of the U.S. Aiden Stewart started playing football for you last year, his junior year of high school. Obviously this year, senior. He's from Australia. Talk about Aiden Stewart, what he's meant to your program, coming over from Australia all the way to Avon Lake to play for your squad.
Actually, he moved in as a sophomore year. I had an email from his parents saying that he was interested in coming. His grandma and grandpa live in town, and we saw that he had a lot of potential. And that sophomore year he started for us, but he really didn't start to come in on his own until last year. He kicked a 40-something yard field goal last week against South. He does our kickoffs. He punts. He's a hell of a wide receiver. Plays defense. And even played quarterback against Elyria earlier in the year. So, he's kind of a jack of all trades. We're going to miss him, but we're excited to see that next leg of the journey at the Air Force Academy. We couldn't be happier with getting him, and excited to see what he's going to do at the next level.
That's fantastic, Coach. Happy to hear that. Has Stewart shared any Australian culture or delicacies with you or your squad at all since coming over to the U.S.?
No, and the funny thing is he actually lost his accent pretty quickly. He grew up in Louisiana for a time. He was like 4 or 5 years before moving to Australia. So he kind of already had everything ingrained in him when he moved over there. So, but no, nothing too crazy. It's just it's a different world there. They at his school there, they didn't keep grades, so that was kind of a culture shock. High school sports weren't a thing, and it was an all boys school. So he had a lot of things to adapt to us quickly, and we're happy he did, and we're happy he had such a successful career.
Another guy offensively for you, Ezra Jones, the running back for you, 9 touchdowns on the season. What have you seen from Ezra Jones over the course of his high school career? Another senior that's going to be leaving your squad. What will you miss most about him?
I miss his attitude, his infectious way to get us going in practice and kind of talk a little smack. He's a great kid. He unfortunately didn't start playing football until his first year was last year as a junior. And man, I still think this young man, he's got a ton of football ahead of him. He's gonna get onto a college at some point, and I think as he continues to learn the game and get better, I mean, I think his ceiling is pretty high. So we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him at practice. Talking smack and getting us going, and he's always great when my boys show up, my little ones show up to practice. Man, he's always barking at them and having fun with them too. So just those interactions we're gonna miss.
Let's go to the defensive side of the ball for you, Coach. Another senior, Caleb Smith, a captain for you. He has 5 sacks this season. What has he brought to the table for you defensively, and what have you seen from him in his high school career?
He hasn't played the last few games because he's been hurt, but he was definitely love his ability and intent to get to the ball. Guy has a great get off. Really changed his body this off season, and he getting relentless pursuit to the ball. So it's unfortunate he's had to miss the last couple games, and I don't anticipate we're going to see him tonight.
Samuel Huffman, another senior for you. He has 4 sacks and an interception. What have you seen from Huffman this season?
He's been great, man. He's always been up there in production leader. Last year he, as a junior, he finished, I think he was first or second in production as well. So, super productive kid. Continues to get better every week, and we're excited to see kind of where that's going to end up here. And he just decided recently he's going to go to the military, and so we're proud of him, and we're hopefully continue to make good things happen.
Coach, what are the keys to the game to get the victory over Berea-Midpark tonight?
Ball control. We got to control the ball on offense for sure. They have the ability to score, at will. They've got a number of good wide receivers that are fast, that can take control at any moment, and we got to be ready to handle that. Both their quarterbacks that they rotate in are solid throwers. One of them is a pretty solid runner. And so we really want to keep the ball on our side of the offense. So, and we have to tackle in space. These kids, like I said, they can get away quickly. So, like always, it's kind of force them out of their comfort zone and make sure that we are holding on to the football and eating clock.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck tonight against Berea-Midpark.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Avon Lake Shoremen's head coach, Matt Kostelnik, giving us some time on the Coach's Corner, presented by Buckeye Community Bank. Today and tomorrow, your partner for growth. When we come back, kickoff from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium in Avon Lake, Ohio, on the Lorain County Sports Network.
remove your hats for the national anthem of the United States of America, performed by both bands, conducted by Berea-Midpark, Assistant Marching Band Director, Mr. Adam Sampson.
Welcome into the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week. We are live on the Lorain County Sports Network YouTube channel. Dave Rivera joined alongside my partner, Jared Vinecourt. It's already week 10, and we got a good one for you. We're in the SWC tonight as we have Berea-Midpark, the Titans, coming to town to take on those Avon Lake Shoremen. We're live from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium, and a lot is on the line for the Berea-Midpark Titans. We'll talk a little bit about that here shortly. Avon Lake coming in with a 3-6 record, one of the worst records they've had in the last few years. They're looking to play spoiler tonight, Jared.
Avon Lake, they've lost their last 3 out of their 4 games, and particularly because of that, they've lost 3 games by 1 score or less. So they've been on the short end of the stick in a few games this season. And if that script was flipped, Avon Lake would be 6-3 instead of 3-6. But they've fallen short end of the stick, and they're looking to end the season with a W here tonight.
And on the other side, for the Berea-Midpark Titans, they are 5-4, 3-3 in conference play as well. But they are trying to beat Avon Lake for the first time in 3 years. In fact, they're 1-5 in the last 6 meetings against the Shoremen. Their last victory came back in 2021. I talked to the head coach, John Huneck, from those Berea-Midpark Titans. He said, man, Avon Lake is dangerous no matter what the record is, and they're looking, hopefully, this year to get over the hump.
And Berea-Midpark, they're in the same boat as Avon Lake. They started off hot. They won 5 in a row. Now they have also lost their last 3 out of their 4. They're looking to end the season with a victory and possibly get a home playoff game.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Williams Brothers Builders. Jared, let's start with the Titans.
For the Titans, they have to continue to score offensively. They're averaging just under 30 points a game, and they have 4 special team touchdowns on kickoff returns. If that's a recipe for success for the Titans, they can do that here tonight. They'll get the victory. As for Avon Lake, they have to stop that special teams power by Berea-Midpark, and they have to score points. Their last 2 games, they've only scored 26 points. So Avon Lake, they have to find a way to get in the end zone to get a victory here tonight.
You're watching us live from our Green Path CPA Solutions broadcast booth as we're at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium here for Week 10. Tonight, got a good one for you as we get ready for kickoff. Berea-Midpark won the toss. They will receive. Avon Lake will get the ball to start the second half as our coin toss brought to you by Lorain County Visitors Bureau. Always fun to talk to the coaches in our Coaches Corner presented by Buckeye Community Bank.
We talk about the special teams of Berea-Midpark on kickoffs. Tyson Clay, number 3 for Berea-Midpark. He has 3 touchdowns on kickoff returns this season. Keep an eye out for him along with Nick Reese. He also has a kickoff return for a touchdown.
As we are just about set to get things going here, as Aiden Stewart's going to be doing the kickoff for Avon Lake. And back deep to receive is number 3, Tyson Clay, who is a weapon on special teams. He's got 9 returns on the year, with 3 of them going back to the house. Not on this one, though, as Avon Lake corrals them, and Berea-Midpark will get things going at the 18-yard line.
Berea-Midpark, they're a different team than what we've seen over the course of the season. They're more of a passing team. Coming into the day, they have 26 passing touchdowns, and they have 2 quarterbacks that have had familiar stats this season. But Dylan Papashak, he's going to get the start tonight for Berea-Midpark.
Yes, they are. The Titans' offense is a pass-heavy offense. We'll get you the starting lineups brought to you by Gearing's Tavern here in a minute. Dylan Papashak drops back for his first pass attempt, and it's complete to Xavier Harden over the middle, and it's a good gain for a pickup of about 13 on that first pass play.
Pass complete to number 0, Xavier Harden, brought down by number 1, Michael Summerfield.
Titans moving in a fast tempoed offense as they are on the 32-yard line. Papashak drops back. He's got Clay over the middle. Clay makes a man miss. He's got another first down. Move the sticks for the Titans. Pushed out of bounds by number 4, Samuel Huffman, the linebacker for the Shoremen.
That was a simple cross route right there by Clay. He was wide open and had room to run. 2 passes, 2 first downs for Berea-Midpark to start this one.
So that one was a gain of 12. First and 10 from the 44 for the Titans. Dylan Papashak, quarterback in the shotgun. Low snap, gets it, drops back. Rolling in the pocket. He's got a receiver, and it's complete as number 10, Andre Alexander, converts, and another first down. Jared, the first 15 plays scripted for the Titans, looking pretty well.
We talked about this amazing passing offense coming into this one. They're averaging 427 yards per game offensively, and mainly those yards coming from the air.
First and 10 from the 44-yard line. Papashak's going to keep it on the delayed quarterback draw, and the Shoremen sniff it out immediately. Loss of 1 on the carry.
And you see why right there, why Berea-Midpark doesn't run the ball that much. Just 11 rushing touchdowns this season. Xavier Harden, he's the running back for Berea. He'll get a couple of carries, so will Papashak. And Papashak, he's got some good yardage as well carrying the ball.
Starting lineups brought to you by Gearing's Tavern for Berea-Midpark Titans. Number 77, left tackle Gabe Bagger. Number 65, left guard Ian Cavanaugh. Center, number 76, Nick Hanchuk. As the rushing attempt is by Dylan Papashak again. And he's going to pick up 1 yard. Your right guard, number 51, Sean Legina. And right tackles, number 79, Cal Maloney. Wide receivers, number 1, Nick Reese. Number 11, Dylan Maddox. Number 3, Tyson Clay. Number 10, Andre Alexander. Running back, number 0, Xavier Harden. And the quarterback, number 2, Dylan Papashak. 3rd and 9 after that 1 yard gain from the 43-yard line. Papashak passes, and he's got the wide receiver screen set up. That's Nick Reese with some room to run, and Reese finds another first down for the Titans offense.
Nick Reese, what a playmaker for Berea-Midpark. He is just 54 receiving yards away from a 1,000 receiving yard season, and with that catch, he's edging closer. He's done very well for Berea-Midpark this season, coming in averaging just under 19 yards per catch.
And you went out on a limb, Jared, and said, I think he's going to get it here tonight in Week 10, eclipsing that 1,000-yard mark. Papashak, hand off to Harden. And Harden is brought down. Once again, it's Samuel Huffman from his middle linebacker position.
Huffman, one of these senior captains leading this defense. Huffman comes into this one now 89 tackles on the season, 7 of those for loss.
He has 4 sacks, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery, and interception. He's done it all this season for the Shoremen defensively.
No gain on that rushing attempt there, Jared. As you mentioned, they haven't been able to move the Shoremen up front in the trenches here early on. Passing looking good, though, for the Titans. Papashak, 2nd and 10 from the 29, drops back. He's going to step up in the pocket, now rolls and overshoots intended receiver Harden out of the backfield.
Papashak, he had Harden wide open down on the sideline. That ball just overthrown a little bit. Harden able to pass the linebacker, Christian Alkia. And Avon Lake is fortunate enough that it doesn't fall in for completion.
So here we go, 3rd and 10 from the 29 as the Titans look over to the sideline. Head coach John Hunek giving out some instructions and orders. And Papashak is ready to go. He's by himself in the backfield, slings it and finds a receiver. That's number 10, Andre Alexander, picks up the 1st down and will move the sticks.
That's already Alexander's 2nd catch on this drive, and Papashak a perfect 5 for 5 to start.
So 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Titans after another 1st down. Papashak drops back, and this one's picked off as a Shoreman in coverage corrals it, and he breaks the tackle. He's got one man to beat, number 86 with the interception, and he is brought down from behind. That's Andrew Lazar picking it off from his defensive lineman position, Jared, dropping back in coverage.
What a momentum shift by Avon Lake. As you said, Dave, Andrew Lazar shifting from the defensive line position, just steps right in front of Andre Alexander. That pass was intended for him, and he said, nope, thank you, I'll take that. His first interception of the season in Avon Lake, already near the red zone on that turnover.
So the first offensive possession for the Shoremen as the defense comes up big. And here we go, handoff up the middle. And that's going to be Ezra Jones fighting for yardage there. Picks up about 4 on that first round carry.
Ezra Jones, he's done really well for Avon Lake this season running the ball. Coming into this one, Jones, 9 rushing touchdowns.
2nd and 6 now from the 21-yard line. Ezra Jones will get you the starting lineup for the Avon Lake Shoremen offense here in a second. As quarterback is going to be Aiden Stewart. Tenbrick is out. Stewart's going to run, and he's got room to run into the end zone for a touchdown from 21 yards out. The spin move put him through the cycle, Jared.
Avon Lake, that's what they needed right there. Aiden Stewart, the backup QB, he can do it all. He can receive, he can run, he can throw the ball, and you see why right there. The Australian gets the first score for Avon Lake tonight.
Division I recruit heading to Air Force next season. Got called on to play the quarterback position tonight as starter. Dawson Tenbrick is out. And Avon Lake will attempt the extra point as Aiden Stewart does that as well, Jared.
He does a little bit of everything.
Extra point is up and good. And just like that, the Shoremen convert off of the turnover and the interception from the defensive lineman, big number 86, Andrew Lazar, with the pick. And from 21 yards out, Aiden Stewart runs it in. We'll take a quick timeout, and then we'll come back and get you your Valley Chevrolet scoring drive summary here on the Lorain County Sports Network. 7-0 Shoremen after the interception. Aiden Stewart punches it in from 21 yards out. It was 2 plays covering 24 yards after the turnover. And just like that, Shoremen leads 7-0. Your scoring drive brought to you by Valley Chevrolet in Wellington.
That's what's so great about the coin toss is you have the choice to defer. And it feels like on the first possession when you're able to force a turnover, Avon Lake got the ball to start both halves in a sense. And they took advantage with that interception and put points on the board to take the lead here in this one.
So Stewart is going to be kicking it off. Back deep to receive. Tyson Clay, who is a weapon back there on special teams. And trying to get you a number for the other gentleman back there. Looks like number 11, which is Dylan Maddox. And it's going to be Tyson Clay, number 3, who brings it out and gets it just to about the 20-yard line for Berea-Midpark's second offensive possession.
When we talked to head coach John Huneck of Berea-Midpark, they said teams are avoiding to kick to Tyson Clay, but Avon Lake is saying bring it on. And they've done well up to this point on 2 kickoff return attempts to keep Clay at bay. Is that supposed to rhyme, Clay?
Yeah, I was going to say, you did some old Dr. Seuss stuff there, partner.
I just realized that.
Berea-Midpark Titans sitting at the number 8 hole in Division I, Region 1. This game means a whole heck of a lot, as this is our second offensive possession. Fake to Hardin, pass to Clay on the outside, and he completes it as Clay is brought down by a few Avon Lake Shoremen, led by number 5, Jacob Perry.
So far up to this point, Dylan Papashak and this Berea-Midpark offense are going with the short passes. They're going to the out routes. They're going over the middle. All the completions up to this point for Dylan Papashak have been 15 yards or less.
Fake handoff to Hardin. Papashak's going to keep it. Around the corner, he goes for the first down. Moves the sticks.
Papashak on the keeper, brought down by number 32, Mason Ambrose.
We talked about Papashak liking to run as well. Coming into this one, he's averaging just under 3.5 yards per carry. Also has 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Papashak drops back. He's got a man over the middle. Complete. And I believe that's Andre Alexander who gets a good gain there. No, that's number 11. It's Maddox. Dylan Maddox with the carry.
Number 11, Dylan Maddox. Brought down by number 37, Christian Alisea.
We talked about Nick Reese earlier. Dylan Maddox, another big lethal weapon for Berea-Midpark offensively. He's averaging over 21 yards a catch.
Here we go. Papashak drops back. He's got a cannon. Looking to find Maddox and not going to get the call as he was looking for a pass interference, but the ball was well out of reach. It's going to be an incomplete.
Maddox, he was in man coverage on the sideline right there by Elijah Bullings, but Papashak, he shouldn't have looked towards the sideline. He should have looked towards the middle of the field. He had Nick Reese wide open. That would have been an easy touchdown.
So it's going to bring up a big third down now from the 44-yard line for the Titans offense. Take a look at Avon Lake Shoremen's defense. Number 58, Jack Ellis on the defensive line. Number 16, Ian McGregor. Number 60, Jonah Kamai. And number 18, Eric Van Ewen. As Papashak rolls, extends the play. He's got a man. That's Andre Alexander, and it's complete for a first down. Linebackers for the Shoremen, number 8, Mitchell Streeter. Number 4, Samuel Huffman. Number 37, Christian Alisea. Defensive backs for the Avon Lake Shoremen, number 20, Davin Pence. Number 1, Michael Summerfield. Number 5, Jacob Perry. And number 14, Elijah Bullins. First down. Papashak rolls and finds a receiver out in the flat, as that's Nick Reese with another first down.
Nick Reese showing his elusive speed. He just now needs 30 yards to get an 1,000 receiving yard season.
Starting lineups brought to you by Garrick's Tavern in Grafton. Go check them out. Watch the big game. Have a bite to eat. First and 10 from the 24, 5:32 to go in this first quarter. Shoremen up 7-0. Papashak passes. Nick Reese, complete up the seam, close to another first down. He does have a first down. They're going to move the sticks again. So pickup of 12 on the pass play there. They're now in the red zone, brought to you by Russell Real Estate Services agent Steve Lawson. Voted the best realtor in Lorain County the last 2 years. Need your help? Make sure you vote. themorningjournal.com. Harden in motion. Papashak, quarterback draw, and he's brought down by Mitchell Streeter from his linebacker position.
Berea-Midpark going fast once again. Have to be careful with that. Don't want to force another turnover towards the end zone.
Gain of 2 there for Papashak.
Papashak coming into tonight before throwing that interception to Andrew Lassar. Only has 2 interceptions on the season.
2nd and 8 for the Titans. Harden up the middle. Nope, Papashak keeps it in the corner. Is Nick Reese, and he's in for a touchdown from 10 yards out. Wide receiver screen. Good.
And what a great block on that right side by Andre Alexander, setting up the touchdown for Nick Reese, using his speed to needle through the thread and get Berea-Midpark's first score of the game.
They needed that to tie things up. Well, the extra point is coming up next. Let me slow down here for a second. As the kicker get you a number on him here shortly. I believe that's Dustin Novakovic.
I think Berea-Midpark's going to go for 2.
No, it's a penalty on Berea-Midpark, buddy. They're going to be backed up. So, yeah, they're back at Berea-Midpark up. Definitely don't think they're going to go for 2 now. As Novakovic is the kicker. He's a junior, 5'10", 145 pounds. Get you a drive summary. Extra point attempt is up and good. It's tied at 7 with 4:19 to go. Don't go anywhere. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week live on the Lorain County Sports Network. Welcome back, and we're tied at 7 as we have a 7-play, 80-yard scoring drive capped off by a 12-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Papashak to number 1, Nick Reese. Took 3 minutes off of the clock, and we're tied at 7. Jared, nice answer back there for Berea-Midpark.
And it was just like that first drive, except they didn't have that turnover. They've been moving the offense very fast. We'll see how they do defensively. Defensively, they haven't done well this season. They've given up 376 yards of total offense per game.
So Titans getting ready to kick things off to the Shoremen. And it's going to be fielded and taken by Avon Lake's number 1, Michael Summerfield. And Michael gets across the 25, close to the 30 before he is taken down.
We saw it on the first drive by Avon Lake, and that's been the tale of Berea-Midpark this season. They've had a lot of games where it's been 48-34, 45-28. A lot of games with a lot of high-scoring efforts by both teams. Berea-Midpark, they don't want to do that here tonight, trying to get a home playoff game. They want to try to minimize the Shoremen offense after that first drive.
So let me get you the Avon Lake Shoremen offense. Number 76, left tackle Max Riley. He is committed to the Ohio State University. His brother's next to him, left guard, number 52, Harry Riley. As the handoff goes to Ezra Jones up the middle, and he is brought down close to the line of scrimmage. The center is number 60, Jonah Kamai. The right guard is number 64, Slade Strang. The right tackle is number 58, Jack Ellis. Wide receiver is going to be number 89, Christopher Godling. Quarterback's number 17, Aiden Stewart. Running back number 28, Ezra Jones. Wide receiver number 1, Michael Summerfield. Number 3, Colin Hout. And number 80, James Ness. Get you the defensive starters for Berea-Midpark here after this second down attempt. Oh, Stewart hit from behind, fumble picked up by the Titans, and picking it up looked like number 13, Mason Nichols-Price.
Josh Hartman laying the hit. The defensive end, 6'4", 240 pounds, the junior, helps the Titans come up with a crucial turnover in the red zone, and they're looking to do just what Avon Lake did. Get a turnover, score quickly.
Did you see who recovered that, Jared?
I do not. There was
Duke's got the replay
pile.
up. Duke's got the replay up. 66 causes the fumble. That's 15 that gets the recovery, which is Cooper Booth, the junior linebacker.
And Josh Hartman, he came out of nowhere. No one was blocking him. That was a blindside hit.
So it sets the Titans up inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 11 after the fumble. Papashak got time, throws, receiver falls as it was intended for Maddox. Maddox hits the deck, and it's going to be incomplete.
That was fortunate for Avon Lake that Maddox slipped. Elijah Bullen's on the coverage. Man coverage between him and Maddox.
So 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line with 3:20 to go. And the handoff is going to go to Harden up the middle.
Senior Harden, the ball carrier. Number 18, Eric Van Ewen in on the stop.
Eric Van Ewen made the stop for the Shoremen. Brings up a 3rd and 6 from the 8-yard line. .250 to go. Dylan Papashak gets the snap and drops back. He's got a man, and it's caught. Nick Reese for touchdown number 2 from 8 yards out.
Nick Reese making it look easy. Just a simple out route, utilizing his speed once again, extending the ball over the pylon. And just like that, Berea-Midpark quickly up in this one for the first time here tonight.
Nick Reese has 11 touchdowns on the season 2 here tonight, as it puts the Titans up for the first time tonight, as they've now scored 13 unanswered. We're waiting to get this extra point. And here we go. Kick is up and good, as it was good from Dustin Novakovic. And it's 14-7 in favor of the Titans with 2:41 to go. We'll be right back after this time out on the Lorain County Sports Network. Three plays covering 11 yards, taking 1 minute off of the clock. Capped off by Dylan Papashak. Second touchdown pass of the night to guess who? Number 1, Nick Reese from 8 yards out. 14-7 in favor of the Titans as we have 2:41 to go here in this first quarter. Our drive summary brought to you by Valley Chevrolet in Wellington. Jared, week 10, man, and we got some fireworks already, 14-7. Summerfield gets it again. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Fireworks indeed with that touchdown catch by Nick Reese. As you mentioned, 11 touchdowns, 5 receptions for 54 yards. He now has a 1,000 receiving yards season.
So Summerfield will get the ball to the Shoremen for their third possession of the night. First one, they were successful. Second, a fumble was caused by the big man, number 66 for Berea-Midpark. And, of course, he's not on the roster. So deep pass is going to be intercepted by Maddox as the shot taken downfield by Aiden Stewart is picked off by number 11, Dylan Maddox.
That was a beautifully thrown ball by Aiden Stewart, but he threw it into triple coverage. So not a good numbers game for Stewart and Avon Lake. And also that ball was thrown a little too much.
So back-to-back turnovers for the Shoremen, not the recipe they're looking for here tonight. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the 38 with 2:28 to go now.
Coming into today, Berea-Midpark's defense only had 6 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries, and now they each have one of those here in this first quarter.
All right. Titans offense has been on the field a lot. Shoreman defense back on the field again. Papashak drops back. He's got time, steps up, lets it fly. Tyson Clay over the middle. It's incomplete as Summerfield was back deep in coverage.
Clay, he was behind Summerfield. If Papashak would have just thrown that more towards the sideline, got a little more power on that, that would have been another quick score for Berea-Midpark.
Yeah, ball hung up in the air there a little bit more than Papashak wanted. Second and 10. Screen pass to Nick Reese in the flats, and he's tackled by 2 men as Summerfield comes and cleans him up, but Samuel Huffman was the first guy there.
Avon Lake, this is where they need a big third down stop here. Berea-Midpark coming into today offensively, converting on third down 42% of the time.
3rd and 6 now from the 14-yard line. After the Nick Reese pick up a 4 there on the swing pass. Papashak drops back, throws. Ooh, almost intercepted. It was off the hands of Andre Alexander.
Elijah Bullings, he was right there, almost had that tip pass for the second turnover of the game for Avon Lake. But Avon Lake does a good job defensively. They force Berea-Midpark to punt for the first time here tonight.
They make a big stand, and they're going to make the Titans punt. Give their defense a blow here in this first quarter. Summerfield's back deep to receive. Punt is low, very low. It's going to take a Titans bounce as it rolls out inside Titan territory at about the 48-yard line. We'll see exactly where they spot it. When we come back, we'll take a quick timeout. It's the Legacy Home Finance game of the week.
48-yard line. 1st and 10.
tackled after the punt, and they will start things from their 49-yard line. Ezra Jones gets the handoff, and he is dragged down by 3 Titans, led by number 90 on the play, as that was that was Frederick Zach with the tackle from his defensive line position. So loss of 3 there.
Berea-Midpark early defensively have been able to apply pressure. Avon Lake can't get going anything offensively except for that first drive.
Under a minute to go. Aiden Stewart keeps it after the fake to Ezra Jones and gets around the outside. Makes one man miss before he is knocked down by Andre Alexander.
Aiden Stewart, Coach Kostelnik talked about him in the pregame show. Such a versatile player. He does a lot for Avon Lake. He actually grew up in Louisiana before moving to Australia and then moving back to Avon Lake. He has some grandparents that lived in Avon Lake. And Avon Lake has been very fortunate enough to have Aiden Stewart on their football squad the last 3 years.
He picked up 8, 3rd and 5 with 15 seconds left from the 44. Stewart drops back. He's got a man. It's complete, as making the catch was Luke Sloger. Tight end, junior. Excuse me, that was number 89, Christopher Godling, that made the tackle. Shoremen's first down. They're going to move the sticks as time will expire here in this first quarter. It's 14-7 in favor of the Titans. Don't go anywhere. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week here on the Lorain County Sports Network. We are back to start the second quarter of play. The first snap of the second quarter is brought to you by Janasco Insurance in downtown Lorain. My partner smelling the popcorn that they're having here at Avon Lake, and it's getting him hungry.
Yeah, I was hungry when I got here, but yeah. Instead of rate the dog or rate the zaw, we might have to rate the kettle corn.
We have a local vendor here selling some kettle corn, and they're doing a pretty good job of keeping us distracted here up in the press box.
When you eat popcorn at the movies, are you putting butter and salt on it?
Of course. Extra butter and salt.
Some people don't like that, so I had to ask.
Oh, I'm all for it, partner. Aiden Stewart, quarterback. He's got Ezra Jones in front of him as the lead blocker. He's going to take the snap and go off the left-hand side.
Aiden Stewart on the carry.
You can see a lot of Aiden Stewart here today. He's filling in for the injured Dawson Tenbrick, who is normally the quarterback for the Shoremen.
Stewart, he doesn't run the ball that much coming into tonight, just 14 carries for 69 yards. Does have 2 touchdowns, now make it 3 with that touchdown he had in the first drive for Avon Lake.
Well, he's usually running sweeps from that wide receiver position. Is why he doesn't have many carries on the season. And pressed into quarterback duty here tonight. Stewart, handoff, Ezra Jones up the middle, makes a man miss, and he picks up a good gain before he is stopped by number 32 of the Titans, and that is Aiden Critty. So Aiden Criddle makes the tackle. Gain of 7, 3rd and 3 now.
Avon Lake, they're in enemy territory of Berea-Midpark. I gotta think this is a 4th down situation for Avon Lake.
3rd and 3 from the 32 now. Stewart, handoff. Nope, keeps it himself off the right-hand side. He's got room to run. He's got a first down as he is brought down by Maddox, number 11.
That faked us up here in the booth. We thought that was going to go to Ezra Jones. Great disguise and play of the ball there by Aiden Stewart to get the first down and move the chains for Avon Lake.
First and 10 now for the Shoremen. Aiden Stewart in the quarterback role. He's going to drop back, throws. Summerfield gets the screen pass and makes a good gain before he's brought down by the Titans.
That's Summerfield's first reception of the game. A good gain for Summerfield of 5 to start this one.
So 2nd and 5 now for the Shoremen. Stewart, handoff. Ezra Jones off the left-hand side and gets a good gain. First down, Shoremen, as they're using the run game here on this drive. And big guys up front starting to get some movement. As you notice, Jared, they're running to that left-hand side, who is anchored by big number 76, Maxwell Riley, who is committed to The Ohio State University, ladies and gentlemen.
Expect a lot of runs to go to the left side tonight for Avon Lake, and you see why right there. Max Riley, his brother Harry, good blocks on that left side to get the first down, and first and goal for Avon Lake.
So they are in the red zone, and it's going to be Aiden Stewart off the left-hand side, in for a touchdown from 10 yards out.
We told you why they like to go to that left side. Stewart using the speed, tiptoeing into the end zone for his second touchdown here tonight.
We'll give you a scoring drive here shortly, as the extra point will be handled by Aiden Stewart as well.
And that could come into play here tonight. Both teams with great kickers. Both of them have hit tremendous field goals as well this season.
Snap is up, hold, kick is good, and we're tied at 14 with 9:36 to go. Don't go anywhere. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week, live and free on the Lorain County Sports Network. Let's take a look at your scoring drive, brought to you by Valley Chevrolet in Wellington. 7 plays, capping 54 yards, capped off by a 10-yard touchdown run by Aiden Stewart, as Stewart has 2 TD runs on the night, tied at 14 here in this second quarter of play. What have you been impressed with so far, Jared?
Just both offenses attacking relentlessly, both of them going very quick on the gridiron, scoring very quickly. We just started the second quarter, both teams with 2 touchdowns already up to this point.
Aiden Stewart will do the kicking. Maddox and Clay are deep to receive. As our kickoff brought to you by Lorain County Community College. Kickstart your future with LCCC. Nice kick to Clay again, who is dangerous back there. Takes it from his 10, makes a man miss, and he is corralled and fumble. Shoremen say they have it. Let's see what the call is on the field. And it is a fumble, as Avon Lake will recover. That looked like number 8 who made the hit on the play for the Shoremen, as that was Mitchell Streeter. 9. Looking at the replay here from Duke. I thought it was 8 who made the hit. Yeah. Mitchell Streeter causing that fumble for Avon Lake.
That's a huge turnover for Avon Lake. And Tyson Clay, he hasn't done a lot of that this season on kickoff returns.
Both teams now with turnovers here in this first half. Aiden Stewart snap is high, and he goes right back to the Titans as number 24 there to jump on it for Berea-Midpark. That is Dylan Otto, the senior, flagged down. Let's see what the call is on the field.
And I think the officials are still discussing whether this is Berea-Midpark's ball. It looked clearly that Dylan Otto fell on it, but they're still discussing it over.
What do we got? What do we got? It looks like Avon Lake's offense is going to stay on the field.
It seems like that, yes. It looked clearly that Dylan Otto fell on the ball and recovered it. That is an interesting conversation I would love to hear that the officials just had. But Avon Lake, they catch a break.
We're trying to figure out exactly what is going on in the press box as well. Avon Lake gets it back as Aiden Stewart fakes to Ezra Jones off the right-hand side, makes a man miss, and he is not in the end zone. Knocked out at the 1, it looks like. Where are they calling? I haven't seen any hands up in the air. Stewart with the touchdown, as I didn't see any hands go in the air, Jared.
I did not either. No official put their hands in the air, and you see the boat horn being played late because they didn't think it was a touchdown either. But Avon Lake, they retake the lead.
So a strange turn of events as back and forth we go. Shoremen get the ball, and what looked like they had turned it over, score on the next play from Aiden Stewart on another long touchdown run from the quarterback position. We'll take a timeout. It's 21-14 in favor of Shoremen. I got to catch my breath. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week here on YouTube. So the scoring drive was one play from 23 yards after the fumble gives the ball back to the Shoremen. In a replay that we've been looking and dissecting up here in the press box, looked like a clear recovery for Berea-Midpark. Avon Lake gets the ball back instead, and they score and break the backs of the Titans. Now lead 21-14 after Aiden Stewart's third rushing touchdown in the first half, Jared.
Showing off the wheels like Speedy Gonzalez.
The Aussie.
Yeah. Oi, oi, oi.
Aiden Stewart, D1 commit, headed to the Air Force. Will be playing football there as well. Tyson Clay is the return man, and he bounces out to about the 33-yard line before he is taken down. As his last kickoff return, he fumbled it and gave it back to the Shoremen. It's been a lot of fumbles and weird plays going on here.
And we took a look at the replay earlier. It looks like clearly that Dylan Otto fell on that ball. I think this should still be a 14-14 ball game, but Avon Lake, they get the benefit of the doubt. They retake the lead. If you're Berea-Midpark, you have to have short-term memory loss. Let that go past your brain. Focus on this next offensive drive to try to tie it back up. But something that could be a factor to decide this game here tonight.
Yeah, it's a tight ball game, and one score might be that deciding factor. Here come the Titans. Papashak pressured, steps up, now rolls, and the Shoremen are going to put their hands all over him as Ian McGregor, number 16, was one of the guys dragging him down. to go along with number 18 as well, as Eric Van Ewen was there as well.
Caleb Smith, he applied the pressure. And we didn't think Caleb Smith was going to be playing tonight for Avon Lake defensively, but he was able to apply the pressure. And then McGregor and Van Ewen took care of the rest.
Here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 34. Dylan Papashak drops back for the Titans. He's got plenty of time, and now throws, and looks incomplete. Looked like it skipped. It looked like it hit the ground as the back judge comes in and says, no, incomplete, as Maddox tried to fake it till he made it. It's going to be an incomplete pass now. 3rd and 9 from the 34 with 7:50 to go here.
This is the first time tonight, I believe, we've seen Berea-Midpark in 3rd down situation on their side of the field. They're struggling a little bit offensively on their last 2 drives after just out of the gate scoring like no one could do.
Movement. And big hit by the Avon Lake Shoremen's Christian Alisea, and Papashak is feeling it as Christian Alisea comes from his outside linebacker position and lowers the boom.
What a hit by Christian Alisea.
Unblocked, partner.
And we've seen that a couple of times tonight. That's how Avon Lake fumbled the ball on their 2nd drive because a defensive end rusher was left unblocked.
So it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Titans, who trail 21-14. And this punt was partially blocked and is going to be downed at around the 46-yard line.
David Pence, he's able to recover that punt that was partially blocked, and he did a good job of just pouncing on top of the football. So Berea-Midpark didn't get the ball right back.
So 1st and 9 from the 46-yard line with 7:38 to go. Let me give you this Berea-Midpark defense. Number 66, Josh Hartman, playing defensive end. Number 25, Arpin Tamang, playing the nose guard position. Number 44, Christian Vigilante. Number 44. Number 23, Jake Sakula, is your outside linebacker as they run a 3-4 defense. As a short gain from Jones on the carry. The other linebackers, number 35, Bryce Bunner. Number 24, Dylan Otto, and also number 10, Andre Alexander. So they run a 3-3-5 stack. Number 5 is your safety, Nathan Byland. Number 20, Rocco Augustine. Number 11, Dylan Maddox. And number 13, Mason Nicholas Price. As we have the Titans pass complete. So 3rd and 5 now for the Shoremen from the 41-yard line. 6:40 to go in this 2nd quarter. Shoremen have taken the lead, 21-14. And here comes Aiden Stewart to lead his Shoremen. Aiden's got 3 touchdowns here in this first half. Ezra Jones fakes, and now Aiden Stewart keeps it. And he's going to be brought down close to the 40-yard line. Tackled by Rocco Augenstein.
And I think Avon Lake, they're going to stay on the field. They're on Berea-Midpark's side of the field. Even though you're close to midfield, why not go for it? You have momentum on your side. You have the lead. Why not put a little bit more pressure on the Titans?
4th and 5. Big play here for Avon Lake. As Stewart's going to take his time and look over to Kostelnik for the play offensively. And now we have a timeout called by Coach Matt Kostelnik, as he didn't like what he's seen out there. Timeouts brought to you by Lorain County recorder Mike Duran. We'll take one as well. 21-14 in favor of the Shoremen. We'll be right back. Here tonight. It's week 10, live from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. Dave Rivera, Jared Viancourt here with you as we wrap up our season coverage here on YouTube. For the rest of the way, you'll have to tune in on the radio on the Cool Cat, WDLW or WOBL. Lorain County Country will be taking the teams into the playoffs live on the radio. Stewart drops back, rolls to the right, and takes a good block from Ezra Jones. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, as Ezra looked like it was a clean block on his end. And the flag is going to be thrown, multiple flags now. So let's see what all the commotion is about, as Ezra Jones sprung Aiden Stewart on the block. An old school football play that they're trying to eliminate, Jared.
Ezra Jones, I think he's going to get called for unnecessary roughness, and then I think there's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on Avon Lake as well.
Blindside block is the call against the Shoremen. Haven't been many penalties here tonight, Jared.
I think that's the first one. I think that's the first one, and that's going to push the Shoremen all the way back to the 41-yard line.
Our referee crew brought to you by Stringer, and Gazer.
That was a 20-yard penalty.
So it's going to make the Shoremen punt it now. 4th and 26. Stewart punts it and gets it away. Tyson Clay is back deep to receive, but it's going to take a Titan bounce backwards to about the 40-yard line. So it was a good roll there for Berea-Midpark, not so much for the Shoremen. 5:10 to go here in the second quarter. We have our Health Markets Insurance halftime show coming up next. It's open enrollment season. If you're looking for some insurance coverage, maybe you have some questions about your Medicare coverage, contact Jeff Allison in Amherst today. Local guy, here to help you, only gives you what you need.
We'll see if Avon Lake can get a crucial stop here with 5:10 left to play. They do get the ball to start the second half as well.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Titans. Hand off to Hardin up the middle. Looks like a gain of 1 on the play for Hardin. Ian McGregor makes a stop for the Shoremen, number 16. Papashak claps, dumps in the flat. Hardin, his running back, makes a man miss, picks up a first down before he gets into the secondary of the Shoremen.
Great block on those left sides.
Number 20, Davin Pence, in on the stop, along with a few other Shoremen. So big pass play there for Berea-Midpark to get them into Avon Lake territory. We got some movement pre-snap. It looks like it's going to be on the Titans.
First penalty for Berea-Midpark here tonight, and both teams on their last drives getting their first penalty here tonight.
So 1st and 15 now. Papashak fakes, throws, Nick Pence Oh, fumble. As Nick Reese was fighting for extra yardage, and the ball is loose, but recovered by the Titans, and they got lucky there.
Both teams have been struggling here today, keeping the ball secure.
Do you think the cold weather has something to do with that today?
It could be affecting both teams. The cold weather. This is the coldest
game all
week we have
season.
had.
Yep. Coldest game all year, and we were complaining that it was in the 40s and 50s. I guess that's football weather, right? As Duke's laughing at me over here, our super producer. Hand off to Harden. He's going to pick up a few yards there. So we're almost to Halloween next weekend. Your first round of the playoffs will be on Halloween night. We're excited you could join us here today. Avon Lake technically not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but they would need a win today and some help to get in, as only 2 teams from Lorain County are mathematically eliminated, and it so happens they play each other tonight. It's Brookside and Wellington. Have some movement again. This time it looks like the Shoremen are going to be the guilty party.
Caleb Smith, he got a little too antsy there on the left side.
He was blitzing.
And he is guilty of the penalty.
Third and 4 from the 36-yard line. 2:35 to go in the first half. Papashak, Harden, up the middle, room to run, makes a man miss, and gets a first down for Berea-Midpark, who are threatening now with 2 minutes to go.
Harden starting to get some mojo on the ground. A nice carry to move the chains.
Big Southwestern Conference matchup here tonight. Berea-Midpark sitting at the number 8 seed in Division I, Region 1 playoff standings. Fighting to host their home playoff game in round 1. Avon Lake looking to get in with some help with a win and some other teams losing. Xavier Harden with the ball carrier. He picks up 3 yards on the carry.
And people at home must be wondering, why is Berea-Midpark running the ball with just under 2 minutes to play? Berea-Midpark, they still have 3 timeouts, so they're not in a rush to get the end zone with those 3 timeouts in their pocket.
Dylan Papashak, man in motion. Harden drops back, pressure, steps up. He's got room, finds his man. That's Maddox. Dylan Maddox still on his feet. Summerfield on the stop for the Shoremen. It's a 1st and 5 now from the 5-yard line.
That's just Maddox's 3rd target tonight. 2 receptions for 22 yards. And Berea-Midpark still has not taken a timeout with a minute to play.
They do not want to give any time back to the Shoremen. Screen, Tyson Clay fighting and stopped close to the goal line.
That was an interesting play design right there. There was no blockers on that play. They just wanted blockers up front on the screenplay, but no one blocking Papashak.
And now a timeout will be called by the Titans with 39 seconds left to go before the half. They trail 21-14, but they're threatening. Don't go anywhere. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week live on the Lorain County Sports Network. We are back after the timeout taken by Berea-Midpark. They want to talk things over. Jared, what do you think Coach Hunek is directing?
I think they're going to go back to that screenplay that we just saw. They just need to have blockers in front and someone to protect Papashak as well. He wasn't protected on that last play.
So we've got a back and forth barn burner here. 21-14 with 39 seconds left to go in this second quarter of play. 2 yards is all the Titans need. Man in motion's Clay, handoff to Harden, up the middle, good for the touchdown. 21-20 now in favor of the Shoremen. Let's see if the extra point attempt is going to be good for Berea-Midpark. Give you your Valley Chevrolet of Wellington scoring drive as well. As the kick is up and good, as knocking it through the uprights was number 11, Dusan Novakovic. Tied at 21 with 36 seconds left to go. We'll take a quick timeout and get you ready before halftime. Don't go anywhere. Nine plays covering 60 yards, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Xavier Harden. Ties this ball game up at 21. They took 4.5 minutes off of the clock, and we haven't decided anything after one half of play.
Both offenses flourishing here in this first half.
In different ways. Avon Lake showing their run game. Berea-Midpark using the passing game.
And we talked about at the top of the hour, Berea-Midpark, they've played a lot of high-scoring games this season. They didn't want that here tonight. They didn't want to have a shootout with Avon Lake. They want to try to keep Avon Lake off the scoreboard, but so far they haven't been able to do that.
Kick is short, little squib kick. It's going to be fielded by the Shoremen, by that Summerfield. Got some room to run, crosses the 35, up to the 40, now looking to cut back, up to the 45 before he's pushed out of bounds.
This is good field position for Avon Lake. They have 2 timeouts left, just under 30 seconds. A great return by Summerfield, and Avon Lake is in business.
They'll start from the 47-yard line with 28 seconds to go.
Avon Lake, they would love to get a touchdown here before halftime. They get the ball to start the second half.
Aiden Stewart in the shotgun. Ezra Jones behind him. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. To the left, 1 receiver on the bottom of the screen. To the right. Stewart fakes to Ezra Jones, keeps it across the 50, gets out of bounds at about the 45-yard line into Titan territory.
And that's crucial for Stewart to get out of bounds. It stops the clock as well.
So pickup of 7 there for Aiden Stewart.
Stewart, he's only thrown the ball 4 times here tonight, 3 for 4 for 20 yards with an interception. He hasn't thrown it a lot here tonight in this first half for Avon Lake. He's probably going to have to if they want to try to get a score here before halftime.
Here he goes, drops back, throws, and it is complete and into the flats, as making the play was number 3, Colin Hout. So 19 seconds now left on the clock.
Hout, that's his first reception here tonight. The senior, just 16 receptions for 132 yards, stands at 5'10", 171 pounds.
Stewart drops back. Pressure. Throws. Almost intercepted as it's off the hands of Michael Summerfield and incomplete with 14 seconds left to go.
That ball was just a little too high. Summerfield, he tried to make a fantastic one-hand catch, but Nathan Byland, he was right there, almost came up with the interception, and another turnover for Berea-Midpark. Avon Lake still has 2 timeouts remaining, but time is not on their side. They got to get out of bounds quickly for Aiden Stewart to try to kick a field goal.
Stewart drops back, steps up. Now he's going to run it with some blockers across the 30 and out of bounds with 6 seconds left. Maybe just close enough for one more heave-ho before halftime.
If I'm Avon Lake, I'm just trying to kick this field goal. Aiden Stewart this season, 4 for 4 on field goals.
That's a far one there.
His longest is 47, and he's currently at the 28-yard line, so it would be a 46-yard field goal if Aiden Stewart would try to kick this right now.
It is a calm night, not a lot of wind as I'm looking at the trees here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. They don't look to be blowing, neither does the flag. Timeout called by head coach Matt Kostelnik. He wants to talk things over. We'll keep it here, Jared. So do you think maybe they can run one more play and call the timeout and get a little bit closer?
I think they're going to have to do an out route and try to get a little bit closer because with just under 7 seconds to play in this one, I don't think Aiden Stewart has enough time to get positive yardage and get out of bounds.
Basketball fans, Cavs are back in action. Good news is they're beating the Brooklyn Nets by a score of 34-20 now. Looking for victory number 1. As there's a lot of things going on. We're scoreboard watching all over Ohio. I've got Worcester and Bowling Green girls on right now as well. As we're all multitasking, trying to follow all the different things happening around Lorain County. First and 10 from the 28, 6.8 seconds left to go for the Shoremen. Empty backfield. Stewart, quick throw, out of bounds. As making the catch is Christopher Goudling, who's a nice freshman, 6'2", 175.
And that's going to bring on the field goal unit.
So there we go. To perfection, they execute what we had just talked about, getting a little bit closer for their kicker, Aiden Stewart.
It's going to be a 40-yard field goal for Stewart. Again, his longest field goal this season is 47 yards. He's a perfect 4 for 4.
.40-yard field goal attempt. Snap, kick. It's up, hits the bars, and in! It's good!
You just talked about basketball season. That football was in and over the crossbar to get Avon Lake the lead. Wow.
From 40 yards out, Aiden Stewart doing everything here tonight. 24-21 as time expires. We'll be right back. You can't go anywhere. We got 2 more quarters left. And we got the Health Markets halftime show presented by Jeff Allison coming up soon. We'll give you stats and scores from around Lorain County. Don't go anywhere. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week on the Lorain County Sports Network.
Berea-Midpark and Avon Lake, and now they present the pride of the Titans. This is the Berea-Midpark Titans marching band. We start with the King of Pop, Michael Jackson's Beat It. The Titan Band was the dance, and what better tune to dance to than this next one? One of the many hits that put this group on the Billboard charts in the late 70s and 80s. This is the Steve Miller Band's Jungle Love. Stars made it a hit in the 1960s. We wrap things up for the classic, Georgia on My Mind.
Good evening, everyone. Please put your hands together and help me welcome to the field the 2025 State Marching Band finalists, your Avon Lake High School Marching Shoremen. The band is led onto the field by drum major Andy Gritchak and field commanders Ethan Knowles, Nicole Lucas, and Soren Frank. Tonight is a celebration of our band seniors. Their first year here in 2021, your marching instruments competition show was Elements, Earth, Wind, Water, and Fire. The seniors have chosen the first movement of that show, Air. You will hear songs by Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight, and Elton John's Rocket Man.
I think I would have chosen I would have chosen costume that had sleeves tonight.
Welcome into our halftime show presented by Health Markets Insurance Agent Jeff Allison in Amherst. It's open enrollment season. What are you waiting for? Go sign up right now. He'll answer any questions you have and give you the cheapest rate for your Medicare or any insurance need. Dave Rivera joined alongside Jared Viacourt. We're live at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium as right now Shoremen lead 24-21 on a last-second field goal as time expired in the first half. Aiden Stewart doing everything. He's got all 24 points for the Shoremen. 3 rushing touchdowns on the night, capped off by a 40-yard field goal. They lead 24-21. Titans have had 2 passing touchdowns by Dylan Papashak, both going to Nick Reese, and 1 rushing touchdown to Xavier Harden, and that's their 3 scores on the night. Jared, you've got stats courtesy of Al Januzzi CPA. It's all about the numbers. Let's hear them.
Let's talk about those stats, Dave. Berea-Midpark have 11 carries for 35 yards, topped off by Xavier Harden. He has 7 carries for 24 yards, had that 2-yard touchdown run. Towards the end of the first half for Avon Lake, they have 15 carries for 99 yards. Aiden Stewart with 10 carries for 85 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the receiving end of things, Berea-Midpark, 17 receptions for 176 yards. Those are topped out by Nick Reese. He has 2 touchdowns, 7 receptions for 60 yards. For Avon Lake, they just have 5 receptions for 31 yards. In the passing game, Dylan Papashak is 17 for 24 with 2 touchdowns and an interception, good for 176 yards. For Aiden Stewart, he is 5 for 7 with 1 interception and 31 yards. Total offense in the first half for Berea-Midpark, 35 plays for 211 yards. For Avon Lake, 22 plays for 130 yards.
So those are your stats in the first half of play. It's been back and forth. There's been turnovers caused by both teams. And the only good news is I think there hasn't been very many penalties here in this first half. Just a little bit of cold weather, I think, making it hard for the kids to hang on to the ball here tonight. We got scores from around Lorain County. Let's start in the Lorain County 8 League. Black River leading Oberlin 26-6. Columbia leading Firelands 21-zip. Keystone on top of Clearview 13-0. Avon rolling Elyria 40-7. North Ridgeville edging Eau Falls 22-21. Midview and Amherst, it's a good one. They're knotted at 0 at the half. Rocky River beating Bay 17-7. CVCA rolling Elyria Catholic 28-6. Medina beating Lorain 30-8. And Bellevue so far shutting out Vermilion 10-0, as those are your scores from around Lorain County here in Week 10. We've shown you both bands here tonight, as right now that's the Berea-Midpark Titan band. No, that's the Avon Lake band. Yeah, they're all in costumes and getting ready for Halloween, as that is next week. And all the kids dressed up in costumes here tonight. Pretty chilly as temperatures are in the 40s right now for some of these costumes that you're seeing here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. It's our regular season finale. From here on out, you're going to have to listen on the radio, WOBL, WDLW, Lorain County's home for high school sports, as this will be our last game of the year. I've had a great crew with me all season. Super producer Duke keeps us going and active on the internet. My cameraman Ben Parsons has done a great job all season following the ball, catching the plays as they happen, and Jared Viancourt with me for the remainder of the season, joined me in week 4. Also had Will Hicks and, of course, legendary Mark Munch Bishop on the call with us as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. I know subscribe can mean a couple different things to people. It's free, I promise you. You can watch whenever you want, live or on demand, thanks to our partners all throughout Lorain County. Small businesses that you need to support to keep our community going. We're going to take a quick break. There's 3 minutes left to go of this halftime show, plus another 3 minutes for the teams to warm up. So we'll take a quick break. We'll let the band take you home for the remainder of the time, and then we'll tell you about what we ate, courtesy of Brian Victor of Howard Hanna. We normally rate the dog or rate the za. We'll tell you what we got to rate today as we're live from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. Don't go anywhere. 24-21 in favor of the Shoremen.
We hope you enjoyed our shows as much as we enjoyed the opportunity to perform for you during another extraordinary season. your 2025 Shoremen.
We are back live as we get ready for the second half of kickoff. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a great time. Football season is the best time of the year. Unfortunately, it's week 10 for us, and we are done after tonight. As you can catch the games on the radio, WOBL, WDLW to be exact. I'm getting ready for basketball season. Jared will be joining me on the call as well as we get you ready for tonight's matchup. It's been a good one, man. 24-21, a lot of scoring back and forth. Jared, what can you anticipate here in the second half?
I anticipate more high scoring. I think we're going to get a 42-45 ball game.
Oh, boy, here we go. Summerfield returns this one for the Shoremen. He's got some room to run across the 50 blockers, and he is going to be brought down by number 12 of Berea-Midpark, and that is Maveson Price.
We talked about Berea-Midpark at the top of the hour, how great their kickoff return team was. Avon Lake, they're in the same boat. Aiden Stewart, Michael Summerfield, they've both done well this season returning kickoffs.
It's 1st and 10, Shoremen.
1st and 10 from the 41 for Avon Lake, who took the lead on a 40-yard field goal right before the half. And it's been the Aiden Stewart show, as he's accounted for all 24 points the Shoremen have here today. See if the Titan defense can slow him down. Stewart passes, and it's caught in the flats, as that is number 3, Colin Hout. Nice pass and catch there from the Shoremen. Picks up 7 on that first down play.
Not something that we thought Avon Lake was going to start out with here in this second half, a passing play. That's just the 8th pass thrown by Stewart here tonight.
Stewart looking over to the sidelines to head coach Matt Kostelnik, seeing what he wants to run here on this offensive possession. Here we go. And ball, I don't know if it was on the ground or not, but it looks like Berea-Midpark has it, as it looked like Ezra Jones tried to take it. Stewart tried to take it out on the handoff, and unfortunately, it's going to be picked up by the Titans, number 35, Bryce Bunner.
That's the second turnover for Avon Lake here tonight, and just a little miscommunication between Stewart and Jones on that RPO. Avon Lake, they had great field position to start this second half, and they turned the ball over.
So here comes the Titans, short-lived as they played 2 plays on defense there. And now they'll get the ball for the first time in this third quarter. Got 4 receivers in the pattern. And Papashak rolls out, and that looks short as it hopped. Dylan Maddox tried to corral it, but it's going to be incomplete.
What I think is ironic about tonight's matchup between Berea-Midpark and Avon Lake, both teams on their opening drives to start both halves turn the ball over. Berea-Midpark, they turned the ball over with an interception on their first drive in the first half, and then Avon Lake, they just committed a turnover on their first drive here in the second half.
So both teams feeling each other out still, as it's a 3-point lead for the Shoremen. Temperatures now to start this third quarter of play are at 49 degrees. Dylan Papashak keeps it, the quarterback. He's done a great job at quarterback all season. He's split time with the other quarterback, Vince Weaver. They both look very identical on paper. I asked Coach Hunick in the pregame, are you running a dual quarterback system? He said, no, unfortunately, that's just how it plays out. Here we go. Papashak, third down, complete. As that's the running back, Xavier Harden, picking up the first down out of the backfield.
Harden did a good job of keeping that ball secure and in tight for the completion. That ball was popping out off his left shoulder. Harden did a good job of keeping that ball tight to his shoulder/chest to get the completion.
Pickup of 8 from Harden. 1st and 10 from the 50. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Papashak. Hands off, Xavier Harden up the middle, and he is hit by number 4, Samuel Huffman from the Shoremen, anchoring the middle of the defense.
Number 18, Eric Van Ewen on the stop.
2nd and 5, Eric Van Ewen also in on the stop.
Berea-Midpark, not really a sense of urgency on this first drive in the second half like they did in the first half, going very quickly offensively.
Empty backfield here for Berea-Midpark, who's a throwing team, no doubt about it. Crossing patterns, Papashak steps up, and he's brought down as big number 18, Eric Van Ewen, gets the sack for the Shoremen. As it is going to count as a sack because it was behind the line of scrimmage, so Van Ewen stepping up there.
Papashak, he had Andre Alexander wide open on the cross route towards the far sideline, but didn't pull the trigger. We've seen Avon Lake with a couple third down stops here tonight defensively. They need another one right here after forcing a turnover.
Senior night here in Avon Lake as they honored these football players, band members, and cheerleaders. Papashak steps up, and he's under pressure as there to corral him's number 14, Elijah Bullins, from his cornerback position. Back-to-back pressure from the Shoremen come up big on defense.
Huge stop and sack by Elijah Bullins, and Avon Lake gets the ball right back. They desperately wanted that football back after coughing up the fumble.
Number 1, Michael Summerfield to receive.
So Nick Reese will do the punting for the Titans, and number 1, Michael Summerfield, is back deep to receive for the Shoremen. Blocked. Number 37 for the Shoremen got his hands on it, and it's recovered and fighting for yardage across the 25-yard line.
There is a flag on the play.
That's Christian Alisea with the blocked punt. Let's see what the penalty marker entails. So a sideline warning issued to Avon Lake as the kids were excited after the big play from Christian Alisea with the blocked punt recovered by the Shoremen. I believe that was Mitchell Streeter who got it, number 8. And it's going to set up Avon Lake with good field possession here once again.
Special teams coming in clutch for Avon Lake. Just have 25 yards to go.
7:32 in this third quarter. Man in motion for the Shoremen. Handoff. Ezra Jones up the middle's got some room to run. And he's going to be tackled after a gain of 5 by Maddox. Also in on the stop, Nathan Byland. Shoremen taking their time offensively. Looking over for a play. Aiden Stewart's in the shotgun. He's got Ezra Jones next to him. Ezra Jones up the middle again. Looked like the same exact play. Another result of positive yardage for the Shoremen.
That's going to move the chains as well. Ezra Jones now getting involved in the run game, trying to take over for Aiden Stewart, who's had a great night.
I want you to look at number 76 for the Avon Lake Shoremen, left tackle Maxwell Riley, committed to The Ohio State University. 6'5", 280. They've been using him to clear the way off that left-hand side a lot today. Screen pass is complete. Not a lot there, as making the reception for the Shoremen was Luke Giha. It's going to be actually a loss of yardage there on that screen pass.
That's just Giha's second reception today. We haven't really seen Avon Lake pass it a lot here tonight. Screen pass wasn't working for them on that last one.
24-21. 2nd and 12 here. Shoremen lead with the ball and threatening. High snap. Stewart gets it, and the pass looks to be complete as the throw was low, but it's caught by Colin Hout. Colin Hout's made a few catches here this evening. Picks up 6, and it's going to set up the Shoremen with a 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line.
If you're the Shoremen here, obviously you would love to get into the end zone, but don't be afraid to use Aiden Stewart again. He's got that 40-yard field goal to close out that first half.
Here we go. Stewart drops back, throws. He's got a man that looks like Hout again. Nope. That's number 7. As that is Thomas Rodkey. Looked like he had a shot there. Couldn't corral it in. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Rocky, he had it in his hands. He just wasn't able to complete the process of the catch as he came down to the ground. And Avon Lake, they'll go for a field goal again. This time, it'll be a 29-yard field goal.
So we'll see if Stewart can make this one. He's made one from 40 yards out already. This will be a chip shot. It's good. Extends the lead. 27-21 in favor of the Shoremen. You're watching the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week live and free on the Lorain County Sports Network. Welcome back. 27-21 as we get ready for the kickoff. Your scoring drive brought to you by Valley Chevrolet in Wellington. 7 plays covering 59 yards, capped off by a 27-yard field goal from number 17, Aiden Stewart, who has all of the points here tonight for the Shoremen. Tyson Clay, Dylan Maddox back deep to receive for the Titans, and Aiden Stewart will kick things off again. He's getting a lot of action here tonight, Jared.
Imagine if they did fantasy points for high school football players.
Oh, man, he would be racking up the fantasy points right now.
A Lorain County fantasy football league.
Runs, passes, field goals. Aiden Stewart would be making your team win here tonight. Tyson Clay is going to take this one into the end zone for a touchback. We talked about Tyson Clay, dangerous from the kickoff return position. He's got 9 kickoff returns coming into the season, and he took 3 to the house. So a lot of teams have game planned around Mr. Tyson Clay. Today, Avon Lake says, the heck with it. We'll just kick it to him, see what we could do. And so far, they've done a great job.
They've done well against him, and he forced a fumble as well. And Avon Lake took advantage of that fumble by Clay.
1st and 10 from the 20 for Berea-Midpark with 4:55 to go. Papashak throws. It's complete. Tyson Clay makes a man miss before he gets out close to the 30-yard line. As that was Elijah Bullins that made the stop, number 14. Handoff. Nope, fake as Papashak faked us all out. Nick Reese got room to run past the 45, 50, cuts back, and now he's across the 40. Took down by Streeter, fumble, and it looks like Avon Lake has it. as Mitchell Streeter has been a force defensively, causes that fumble.
Samuel Huffman bounced on the football. I think the officials are going to give Avon Lake the ball. They're having a lengthy discussion right now.
And they are going to give the ball to the Shoremen. Nick Reese tried to do a lot after the catch, and he was making his way upfield, and unfortunately, Mitchell Streeter knocked that ball right out of his hands, and Shoremen there for the recovery. Elijah Bullens, you said, number 14 there to pick it up.
And I do think this cold weather is starting to affect both teams. Berea-Midpark doesn't have great ball security here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers and fumbles specifically tonight by the Titans. And you could have argued that Reese stepped out of bounds also because he was tight roping it down here in front of us. Stewart, direct snap, got a lead blocker, Ezra Jones in front, hops over a man and gets close to a first down marker before he's brought down on the play. Aiden Stewart picks up 8 on the run. 3:40 to go here in this third quarter. Shoremen have scored on their first possession off a 27-yard field goal. Now back with the ball after another turnover for the Titans. Stewart runs off the left-hand side, gets the first down, tackled on the play, as that looked like the Titans' number 5, who is Nathan Byland, making the staff, making the tackles here tonight. First and 10 now from the 50. Quarterback Aiden Stewart is committed to go to the Air Force to play football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not quite sure what position he's going to play over there. Normally he's a wide receiver, but he can do it all, as you see tonight. Ezra Jones gets the carry. Picks up a few yards. Bryce Bunner in on the stop. So 2-yard carry there by Ezra Jones. Just trying to take the pressure off of Aiden Stewart as he's touched the ball a lot tonight.
This is a crucial drive for Avon Lake. They want to try to make this a 2-possession game. Have plenty of time to do it.
Ten seconds left on the play clock. 6, 5. Stewart's going to fake to Ezra Jones. It's over the middle to the freshman who's been making catches all night. That's Christopher Godling. He's going to be a good one, Jared. 6'2", 175, only a freshman.
And that was just a simple slant right there by Christopher Galding. 3 receptions for 28 yards. He's been a big playmaker in the passing game for Avon Lake tonight.
First and 10, 2:25 to go from the 26-yard line. From the 36, excuse me. Aiden Stewart got a man in motion. He's going to give it. I think that's Summerfield, number 1. It is. Around the left-hand side. Puts his head down, close to a first down. Going to be short of about a yard. Dylan Maddox in on the stop for the Titans. After that 8-yard run from Michael Summerfield from his wide receiver position.
First carry we've seen from Summerfield here tonight. Has great speed, just like Stewart and Jones.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As for Jones gets the handoff, and he's hit immediately on the play. As number 48 for Berea-Midpark was there to make the stop. That's Dominic Swanser, who's a sophomore. Brings up a 3rd and 3.
If you're Avon Lake, you don't want to kick another field goal here. You want to try to move the chains, try to get a score either before the end of this third quarter or to start the fourth. Try to make it a 2-score game.
Under a minute to go. Under 10 seconds on the play clock for Avon Lake. Snap. Fumble. Ball is still loose, and it's recovered by the Titans' number 5, Nathan Byland, who slides in perfectly. And back and forth we go.
That's the second time in this quarter where Jones and Stewart have had communication issues on the RPO, and that's the 4th turnover today for Avon Lake.
It's such a tough call because, you know, the quarterback is pulling it out, the receiver's trying to hold on to it, and sometimes those things happen, and unfortunately, more times than not today, it's happened to the Shoremen.
And this has been a story of turnovers as well. Berea-Midpark, they haven't been able to keep security of the ball either. They have 3 turnovers.
1st and 10 from the 33. Dylan Papashak going deep across the middle. There's Reese. Nick Reese over the 1,000-yard mark on the season. He's got 2 touchdowns on the night. And that big completion will move the sticks as we had an injury timeout on the field. Looks like the Shoremen's number 7 is okay, as that's Thomas Rodkey being attended to. And we still got time left here on this third quarter clock, Jared.
With the injury timeout, that helps Berea-Midpark. Even though it's the third quarter, they still have plenty of time to get a score here.
Pickup of 13.
Pakashak, he's done really well here tonight. 21 for 29, 2 touchdowns, 252 yards, and climbing.
1st and 10 from the 46. Papashak drops, throws, got a man wide open, and that's Tyson Clay into the end zone from 46 yards out.
Blown coverage on the far sideline. Avon Lake playing man coverage. Clay left all alone. And just like that, Berea-Midpark ties it with a big 46-yard touchdown.
Wow. Looking to go up with the extra point as just like that, Dylan Papashak brings his Titans team tied up here in the third quarter.
These two teams had a barn burner last year, 36-35.
Yep.
And we're seeing a repeat of that here tonight.
You called it, man. We might be here all night.
I think it'll depend who gets the ball last, really. Who gets the ball last will win this game at this point.
Extra point is up and good. As earlier this season, our other crew on the YouTube channel had a 5-overtime game with Port Clinton and Vermilion. I don't know if we're in store for that here tonight, but right now we've got a good one. It's 28-27 in favor of the Titans as we get ready for this kickoff. Kickoff's brought to you by Lorain County Community College.
Please direct your attention to the video board. Tonight's winning numbers for the 50-50 line are up there right now. 1558. $193.
They're announcing the 50-50 raffle winner here right now in the press box. Thank you for everybody who participated.
Check your yellow 50-50 raffle tickets. Again, your winning number 1558. And congratulations.
Week 10 of Lorain County's Friday Night Lights.
Aiden Stewart is who's to receive for the Shoremen.
25 seconds left in this third quarter of play, and now the Titans have taken the lead once again. Low kick. It's going to be fielded by the Shoremen at the 30. Cuts back outside. 35, close to the 40, as that was Aiden Stewart with the ball. Definitely not the guy you want returning kicks if you're the Titans, as it's been all Aiden Stewart here tonight.
Berea-Midpark able to regain the lead since the first half. Let's see how Avon Lake responds.
First and 10 from the 39-yard line with 19 seconds left here in this third quarter of play. Aiden Stewart, the quarterback. Hands off. Nope. Keeps it himself off the right-hand side. Makes two men miss. Gets a block, and it's going to be coming back. As it's going to be a block in the back. Guilty parties, number 80 for the Shoremen, James Ness. Let's wait to see exactly what the referees say. And that is the call, as the referees look to be talking it over right now. Initially, that's what we think it is. So, is a timeout called? No.
I think both teams are just discussing while the refs figure this one out.
Oh, there's an injured Avon Lake player on the opposing sideline. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I seen the head horse collar on the defense. We've got offsetting penalties. Is that what it was, Jared?
Yeah, offsetting penalties. A legal block in the back on James Ness for Avon Lake, and then a horse collar tackled by Berea-Midpark. So they'll replay the down.
Who is hurt?
Stewart.
Oh, no. This is not what you want to see if you're an Avon Lake Shoremen fan. Looks like Kostelnik's running across the field, and I think he's okay. I'm hoping. No, he's waving for somebody else. They definitely need a trainer, is what it looks like, and now Kostelnik is getting help from another person. We're going to take a timeout as they attend to Aiden Stewart. You're watching the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week, thanks to Legacy Home Finance. An emotional sight here on the field from Avon Lake Memorial High School as we take an extended break. It looks like Aiden Stewart is being carried off on a stretcher. We're not going to show you that, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll describe what's going on the field right now as the whole Avon Lake team is on the opposite sideline saying goodbye to Aiden Stewart as he is getting carried off by the ambulance and what looks to be a lower leg injury. Berea-Midpark on one knee as well, as this game was at a standstill for a good 15-20 minutes. I apologize for everyone watching at home, but we weren't going to show the injury that took place on the field, just out of respect to Aiden Stewart and his family.
Both teams praying on the far sideline. Hopefully Aiden Stewart has a good recovery. And
unbelievable game from this kid. His last senior game, a commit to Air Force to play football. He's got all 27 points here tonight, 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 field goals. And unfortunately, his night is done as we have 8 seconds left in this third quarter. We still haven't gotten to the fourth yet. And it will be Avon Lake ball, but now we will have a new quarterback as we will get to see Dawson Tenbrink, who normally was the starting quarterback for Avon Lake.
Tenbrink, just a sophomore, 12 touchdowns this season, 61% completion percentage.
And they're going to let the final seconds run off, and that will end the third quarter of play, 28-27 in favor of the Titans with 12 more minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on YouTube. We are back as we get ready for the fourth quarter of action. My partner is watching the other game on our YouTube stream as Clearview and Keystone are battling it out. Clearview has just scored to take the lead 20-19 with just seconds left, right, Jared?
6 seconds.
6 seconds left. It was a win or go home scenario for both of these teams. Keystone in Division 5, Clearview Division 4. Looks like Clearview might pull it off. They got to do an onside kick, though, because if they kick it to Wyatt McKee, we've seen it firsthand. Forget about
dangerous.
Here we go. Dawson Tenbrink back in after the injury to Aiden Stewart at quarterback. He's going to let one fly. That's the freshman deep with the reception. Godling brought down at the 10-yard line. Chris Godling has been a force here today. He's just a freshman.
Great over-the-shoulder catch right there by Galding. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
Big pass play there as Dawson Tenbrink comes in and lets it fly. Final 20-19. Clearview wins it. Congratulations, Clippers. They might be heading to the playoffs as they controlled their own destiny in Division 4. We get back to the action here from Avon Lake as Dawson Tenbrink takes it off the left-hand side. Quarterback keeper. Dawson, more of a pocket passer compared to Aiden Stewart, who had a little bit of more moves and quickness to him. Dawson came in completing 61% of his passes. 1,500 yards, Jared, done pretty well so far.
And he's just a sophomore, and you saw it on that first throw. Perfect over-the-shoulder throw to Christopher Galding.
So here we go, Shoremen. Tenbrink drops, throws. Christopher Galding again. That might be a cheap shot as a late push down. I don't know if there's a flag down on the play or not.
There is a flag, but
I don't think it was for that, yeah.
It was before the potential late hit.
Wow. So offensive pass interference?
Illegal man downfield.
Oh, illegal man
that was the
downfield.
right guard, Slade Stren, number 64, as he commits the penalty.
So that's going to put the Shoremen back some yards. Brings up a 2nd and 14 from the 19-yard line.
After the penalty, the ball is placed at the 19-yard line. 2nd and long.
Dawson Tenbrink has an empty backfield. 5 receivers on the field with him. They're going to air this one out. Dawson drops back, finds Colin Hout off of his hands, incomplete.
Intended for number 3, Colin House.
It's going to bring up a long 3rd down here, Jared. And you just lost your kicker.
Avon Lake, this is a 4th down situation with Aiden Stewart having to leave the game, so they're not able to go to his strong leg. We'll see what Avon Lake can do here on 3rd and long.
Dawson Tenbrink comes in the 4th quarter, drops back, looks to throw, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to let it fly. Touchdown. Colin Hout makes up for the missed play, the last play, and converts on the touchdown pass from 19 yards out.
That was a tight window there by Dawson Tenbrink. He's able to find the corner of the end zone. Hout, his first touchdown reception of the day. And Avon Lake, they take the lead right back. And I think you got to go for 2 here.
And I think you're right, Jared, as the offense will stay on the field for the Shoremen to make this a 1-possession game if they convert the 2-pointer. Ezra Jones in the backfield with Dawson Tenbrink. Swing pass to Ezra is batted down and tipped and incomplete. So it'll be 33-28 after the 2-point conversion is no good. 10:06 left to go in the 4th. Shoremen lead. We'll be right back here on the Lorain County Sports Network. Yeah. We're back as we're getting ready to get things going here. We're talking about the Clearview game against Keystone as the Clippers have come back to win the game. We'll show you a highlight here shortly as Avon Lake is getting ready to kick things off. It's going to be number 99 now doing the kicking. It's Kyle Anderson. And Anderson's kick. Maddox takes it at the 11. Upfield. He's got some room to run as he is across the 45-yard line before he is brought down by a few different Shoremen.
Brought down by Kyle Anderson.
And Duke, we could take a look at that Clearview play when you are ready, as this is coverage from the Clearview Clippers game. That's Cam Williams, the quarterback, number 1, with the tush-push QB sneak to win the game, as They tie it up and kick the extra point to win it, 20-19. Congratulations, Clearview Clippers. Looks like you're going to the playoffs. Back here from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. Papashak drops, got a man over the middle. It's complete. That's Andre Alexander.
And Clearview, they started 2-5, and they won 3 straight to close out their season. So a great turnaround for Clearview. The quarterback change was the right decision, and maybe a playoff run as well.
Congratulations to head coach Cody Kaya. Papashak's pass, Xavier Harden dropped for a loss, as there was Samuel Huffman. Third and 1 now for the Titans, as after the big kick return, they haven't been able to do much on this drive. See if they convert here.
Berea-Midpark just 15 carries today, 7 of those by Papashak. See what they do here on 3rd and short.
They are a pass-heavy team, as Harden gets it and it's blown up at the line of scrimmage, but his body weight may have fell forward for the first.
He just did get the yard as they're moving the chains.
Christian Alisea made the stop for the Shoremen. He's already got a block punt to his credit here tonight. Papashak drops, got time, lets one fly. He's got Nick Reese down the seam into the end zone from 44 yards out. Nick Reese's hat trick, 3rd receiving touchdown on the night.
Nick Reese just running a simple post route and cannot be stopped, just throwing through the teeth of the defense. And as you said, Dave, the hat trick for Nick Reese. Berea-Midpark regains the lead.
Over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. Did that today as well. And now it's 34-33, and it looks like the Titans are going for 2. They want to make sure that a field goal is what the difference is. We have some movements. I don't know if it's on Avon Lake or Berea-Midpark. We'll let the refs sort that out. It's going to be on Avon Lake, so it's going to move this ball even closer for the Titans.
And even though Aiden Stewart, your kicker, is out due to injury, Berea-Midpark, they get this 2-point conversion. Who's to say that Avon Lake will even go for a field goal now that Stewart is out?
Absolutely.
But you can't blame the Titans. They want to make sure they get that 3-score lead.
That's Maddox in motion, and it was going to him, but that pass route was all congested as he couldn't get any room there in the end zone. Incomplete, and that's where we stand. 34-33 Titans. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll get you back here for the rest of the 8 minutes and 18 seconds of the 4th quarter, right here on Lorain County Sports Network. Back here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium, Week 10, as it's a good one. Guess we got to give Don Vincent some credit, sports director, for scheduling this one. Unfortunately, he's covering Medina at Lorain for his last regular season game, and it's been all Medina early.
I'm sure that Medina has closed the door on the Lorain Titans.
And their hopes of making the playoffs. As we told you, 15 of 17 Lorain County teams were still in the hunt for the playoffs entering Week 10. Only 2 mathematically eliminated. They happen to play each other today. That was Wellington and Brookside. Kickoff is taken by Avon Lake's number 2 across the 30-yard line up to the 35. That's Mason Brown.
And I'm surprised Mason Brown took that kickoff return because it looked like that kick was going to go out of bounds.
So let's see what this new look Avon Lake offense is going to be, because they went from being a run-heavy Avon Lake offense to now they're going to be relying on the pass with a different quarterback.
And we talked about it at the top of the hour. Last year, Avon Lake, they won this game 36-35. And now we have another shootout, this time 34-33, Berea-Midpark up here late in the fourth quarter. And I think it's going to come down to who gets the ball last.
Shoremen have won the last 3 meetings against the Titans, trailing now by 1. Tenbrick, cross over the middle. It's Christopher Godling again. Look at him go across the 50 as he almost broke into the open field, and that might have been all she wrote as Chris Godling, freshman, number 89, is going to be a player for the Shoremen in years to come. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dawson Tenbrink at quarterback. 9 seconds on the play clock. 7, 6, 5, 4. Gets it off. Throwing deep to Gowdling again, and it's off his fingertips, incomplete.
That was man coverage there, played by Mason Nichols Price. Godling, he wanted the flag, did not get it though.
And he had a case for it too. His jersey did look to be a little tugged there. Nice performance by the Avon Lake band down there, Duke. They got their costumes on. They just did a little in-between play performance. 2nd and 10 now. Tenbrink's pass to Colin Hout in the flats is complete. And he's stopped by Dylan Maddox.
Howe did a good job of kiting inside to get extra yards there. Almost broke free.
It's pretty cool, ain't it, Duke? Yeah. We're going to have to tell our camera guy to put it on them here shortly.
They're in the state finals for a reason.
That's right. We were talking to one of the band directors up here and the announcer, and he was telling us all about it. Avon Lake Shoreman Band. Congratulations. You guys are pretty good. Picked off as the pass was intended for number 44 coming out of the backfield, Levi Ventrice. He never turned around, and therefore the interception was number 20, Rocco Augustine.
Augustine did a good job of scooping that up with one hand and making sure that ball didn't hit the ground.
So interception there for the Titans, and that will give them the ball back with 6:42, and they might just sit on it here, Jared.
We'll have to wait and see. Their run game has not been great here tonight.
True. But their short passing game, which is an extension of the run game, has been very good.
It's now the 4th turnover for Avon Lake here tonight.
Whew. Here we go. Harden takes the hand off and ducks a defender. Brought down by Eric Van Ewen again. We've called his name all night long. The defensive lineman who's a 6'1", 200-pound senior. He had 3 sacks on the year coming into today with 7 tackles for loss. He's been all over the place.
You got to wonder if Berea-Midpark is able to get first downs on this drive. When does Avon Lake start using their timeouts? There's still a hefty amount of time left in the fourth quarter. We got to wonder if Berea-Midpark moves the chains. When is Matt Costello going to use his timeouts?
Running the play clock down under 10 seconds. Complete. Dylan Maddox over the middle. First down and more. Brought down at about the 40 the 38-yard line.
To number 11, Dylan Maddox.
So you're seeing crossing routes over the middle by the Titans receivers. They're getting open in space.
Dylan Papashak, he's been phenomenal tonight. 26 for 34, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception for 365 yards.
Pretty darn good, if you ask me. First and 10 from the 38. Handoff to Harden up the middle, and he picks up a good gain on first down.
Harden, the ball carrier. Samuel Huffman in on the stop for the Shoremen.
I'm having a hard time trying to figure out a player of the game, Jared.
Well, if Berea-Midpark wins this one, it's between Nick Reese and Dylan Papashak.
For sure.
If Avon Lake wins, you want to give it to Aiden Stewart.
Absolutely. But we don't know who's going to maybe be the hero for Avon Lake here tonight as they trail by 1. Clock running, 4:45 to go. We're under 10 seconds on the play clock. Handoff to Harden. First down. Close to it as it looks to be a short by about a yard. 3rd and 1 from the 29. And you're kind of sensing what the Titans offense is trying to do, Jared.
Berea-Midpark is not worried about scoring right here. They're just focused on not giving Avon Lake the ball.
4 minutes left. They're going to take all the time off the play clock.
They still have to convert on this first down. You need to convert on this first down.
3rd and 1. This is definitely 2-down territory as they're at the 29-yard line. Papashak in the shotgun's got Harden next to him. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage but bounces. Gets back to maybe the line where it was. It's going to still be short. In fact, he lost a yard. Alisea with the stop from his linebacker position. He's been big all night.
I think if you're Berea-Midpark, you have to go back to your bread and butter. You got to try to air it out.
You're looking for a screen pass here, Jared?
I'm looking for a cross route.
Crossing route.
It's worked really well for Berea-Midpark here tonight. And those are small, good gains that moves the chains.
4th and 2. It's a gut check right here for the Titans. I think they're going to run it down and take a timeout with 3:04 to go. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. It's the Legacy Home Finance Game of the Week on the Lorain County Sports Network. We've got a scoring update brought to you by our good friends at E.H. Roberts Heating and Cooling. Jared, what do you got?
North Ridgeville is up 36-34 over Olmsted Falls in the 4th quarter. Another SWC matchup where it's a shootout.
That's right. They are playing for the 4th seed in this Division II Region 6 standings, as currently right now North Ridgeville is at number 4, Eau Falls is at number 5, playing for a bye here. Defense got to get loud. 4th and 2, pass is incomplete. Harden couldn't put the squeeze on it. Turned over, Titans. Here come your Avon Lake Shoremen.
That was a great play call by Berea-Midpark. If Harding catches that ball, it moves the chains.
Especially after a timeout. Oh, boy.
It would have been first down. The clock would have continued to run for Berea-Midpark, and now this is Avon Lake's opportunity. They have 3 timeouts. They have 3 minutes remaining. They've been able to score today. We've seen that from Avon Lake.
All you
They've
need
also
is
turned over the ball.
one drive.
They've also turned over the ball 4 times. So
Can Tenbrook give you one drive? That's all you need. Can Dawson Tenbrink be the hero here tonight? 1st and 10 from the 30. First pass is complete. Makes a man miss across the 35-yard line. As that is Mason Brown with the reception. It's been a lot of crazy finals and plays happening here tonight, as we've got a good one here for you. Shoremen trying to come back. Final 2 minutes left of the fourth quarter. 2nd and 4 from the 36. Dawson Tenbrink is your new quarterback as Aiden Stewart left the game injured. And that is caught. Chris Godling makes the catch. I think they're going to get the Titans for pass interference as well. It won't matter. He is going to be a player, Jared.
did you see the way Galding jumped up and made that terrific catch?
Mossed him.
It reminded me a little bit of Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
Yes, Megatron. There you go.
That's just fantastic work by Christopher Galding. Soon he's going to have 1,000 receiving yard season, just like Nick Reese did.
You might have just gave him his new nickname, Baby Megatron. He doesn't even know it yet till he watches the game. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 45, 2:05 to go. Tenbrink's pass is deflected at the line of scrimmage. Big number 66, Josh Hartman, has been getting his hands on the ball tonight here for the Titans.
Hartman, he had that sack fumble earlier,
which was a huge hit.
And now with the key deflection.
Stops the clock at 2:01, which isn't a bad thing.
Avon Lake still has all 3 timeouts.
Across midfield now. Dawson throws. It's complete, as this one is caught by number 24, David Ryan. Or excuse me, Ryan David.
Number 24, Ryan David. Brought down by number 3, Tyson Clay.
3rd and 1 here for the Shoremen from the 36-yard line. 1:40 to go, folks. Play clock under 20 seconds. Tenbrink drops back. A big sack. 79 came blowing through the line, as that was Captain Cal Maloney. Wow.
Huge sack by Cal Maloney. Huge loss for Avon Lake, and they have no choice but to take a timeout.
Big play by the captain of the Berea-Midpark Titans defense, Cal Maloney. Blew that thing up. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:20 left. 4th and 8 for the Shoremen. Let's see what they do on the Lorain County Sports Network. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 8 from the 43 with 1:21 to go for your Avon Lake Shoremen. Can they convert? Dawson Tenbrink called in for relief duty. The sophomore takes the snap, drops back, steps up, got a man across the middle, intercepted. Andre Alexander for the Titans with room to run on the right-hand side, picks up a block, and he might go. He's knocked out of bounds, as Maxwell Riley says, not up in here.
Christopher Galding was wide open on the right hash on the post route, but Dawson Tenbrink didn't see him. And with the pressure, it did not help. That forced that interception, and Berea-Midpark is going to come out with the victory.
They're talking to each other down there, Jared. Chris Gowdling and Tenbrick talking about, man, you missed me there. I was open. They were definitely talking to each other about it, which is what you like to see from your sophomore quarterback and your freshman wide receiver. Penalty is going to go against Berea-Midpark, but it'll still be their ball after the interception.
Did you ever think with this amount of points here tonight, 67 points, that there would be 8 turnovers in the ballgame?
No. 34-33 with 1:06 to go. And Avon Lake, 2 timeouts remaining. Titans with 2 timeouts as well. See what exactly Berea-Midpark wants to do. The penalty backs them up. So they're at the 28-yard line. First and 10 now, 1:06 to go on the clock. Berea-Midpark with the ball and the lead. Handoff to Harden up the middle. Timeout called by the Shoremen. As Coach Kostelnik doing his due diligence. Got to stop them here and possibly try to get the ball back.
Avon Lake, they just have 1 timeout remaining.
So Coach Kostelnik rallying his troops here tonight. Trying to see if the defense can come up with a big stand here. As they need to get the ball back, trailing by 1. Did you get a final in North Ridgeville yet?
No, they're still in the 4th quarter.
Still 2-point game?
Mm-hmm.
Ridgeville leading O Falls here in the 4th. As they're battling for the number 4 seed and for a bye in the first round. Handoff. Nope. Papashak keeps it. Timeout called again by Avon Lake. That goes in their favor as he lost a few yardage there on the QB keeper. Let's talk about Golden Helmet, Jared. Voting is next week. Who are your top 3 finalists for Mr. Football in Lorain County?
It's between Evan Coons of Vermilion, Cameron Williams of Clearview.
Oh, wow.
And then Cy Christensen of Amherst. But I think you got to give it to Cameron Williams because the way he came in and leaded Clearview to a 5-5 record after they were 2-5 after 7 weeks and defeating Columbia and Keystone that nobody predicted.
That's a hot take right there, partner.
I don't think that's a hot take. Columbia is going to win the LC8, yet Clearview defeated them, and they also defeated Keystone
to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to keep that in consideration.
Evan Coons is the favorite. Don't get me wrong. Evan Coons
For sure.
is the favorite.
Cy Christensen becomes the all-time second passing leader in Lorain County history, only behind Dustin Crum, who's in the CFL. As Papashak is going to keep it, bounces off a runner, and he is brought down. It's going to be a 4th down with 46 seconds left to go. They're still going to have to punt it, but you're only going to have a few seconds.
When they punt the ball, they're going to have around 10 to 11 seconds left in the game. Avon Lake is out of timeouts. All Berea-Midpark has to do is punt it.
Yeah, they can call a timeout if Berea-Midpark wants to, but they're still going to have to run a play regardless, as they should get it back with about 10 seconds left, like Jared said.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to call a timeout and then punt it.
Can the Shoremen take one back here on this punt? It's really their only chance. They're not going to be able to get the ball for an offensive play, I don't believe. We'll have to see what happens, but
Michael Summerfield,
he's been dangerous tonight.
punt returner and kick returner, coming into tonight on punt returns on 12 attempts, just averaging under 14 yards. His longest return coming into tonight is 30 yards, but he's gotten close to that on a couple of returns tonight for Avon Lake. And Summerfield, I think that's what it's going to have to take for Avon Lake to get this victory. I don't think they're going to be able to throw a Hail Mary pass. Let's have to wait and see.
Appreciate you guys tuning in for the regular season finale. Berea-Midpark leading 34-33. They have to punt it. Shoremen look like they're coming after it, and they don't field it so that it can just be downed.
He's going to have to go down. He's got no time on the clock.
No, that's not what they wanted.
Berea-Midpark comes out victorious.
34-33 as Berea-Midpark wins. They will make the playoffs. Shoremen are going to drop to 3-7 on the year. Berea-Midpark improves to 6-4. We'll be right back as we get into our Spitzer Auto World postgame show. We'll give you some stats and the scores before we get out of here, and thank you for a great season. Don't go anywhere. 34-33. We'll be right back. What a way to finish the regular season. 34-33 in favor of the Berea-Midpark Titans. Congratulations. They improved to 6-4. They're heading to the playoffs next week as you are live from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. You're watching us in the CPA Green Path Solutions CPA broadcast booth. Dave Rivera, Jared Vaillancourt. What a tremendous game that we had here for you. Back and forth and back and forth. A lot of turnovers by both teams. I think the cold weather had a lot to do with that. In the end, Titans win by 1, 34-33. What was your takeaway from this game, Jared?
We expected it from the get-go, a shootout between both these teams, and that's exactly what we got. Last year, 36-35. This year, 34-33. And when Aiden Stewart left the game due to injury, that changed the whole offensive aspect for Avon Lake.
Yep.
And just too many turnovers overall. Avon Lake, they had 5 turnovers here tonight. And ultimately, those are the 2 reasons why Avon Lake didn't get the victory. And that's the 4th time here in 2025 where Avon Lake has lost by 7 points or fewer to an opponent.
Berea-Midpark snaps a 3-game skid to these Avon Lake Shoremen. They hadn't won since 2021. And they get that monkey off of their back, also heading to the playoffs, which is another victory for them. Avon Lake missing the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Probably one of their worst records that they've had, 3-7 in probably 10, 15 years. That's something that you don't see here from the Avon Lake Shoremen. Head coach Macastonic did a great job with them. They've been battling injuries. Maxwell Riley was out sometime during the year, and they've had some other things going on as well, but Shoremen fought hard tonight on senior night and just came up short. And unfortunately, we have to talk about the animal. What is it? The cat in the room? Elephant in the room. That's Aiden Stewart possibly breaking his leg. Hate to speculate, but he was carried off on a stretcher. We did not show you that on the telecast out of respect for him and his family. But the Air Force commit in bad shape after having one hell of a game. 3 touchdowns before he left and 2 field goals before going out in the fourth quarter.
He scored all the points before he had to leave due to injury. It was so sad to see him being carted off the field. Not something you want to see from such a great athlete. Hopefully he's okay and he has a smooth recovery and he can come back stronger.
Our Zabo Apparel player of the game, Dylan Papashak, quarterback for the Berea-Midpark Titans. 4 touchdowns tonight to lead his team. He gets him a brand new shirt thanks to Zabo's Apparel in Vermilion. Make sure you go and check them out. Veteran owned and operated. Support Zabo Apparel in Vermilion. You got stats courtesy of Al Januzzi CPA.
I do.
What were they looking like today?
I do have stats. So for Berea-Midpark, rushing-wise, they had 21 carries for 56 yards. For Avon Lake, they had 23 carries for 134 yards. Before Aiden Stewart left the game, he had 12 carries for 99 yards with those 3 touchdowns. Receiving-wise for Berea-Midpark, they had 26 receptions for 365 yards. Nick Reese, he had 10 receptions for 164 yards. He had 3 touchdowns and exceeded 1,000 receiving yards on the season. For Avon Lake, they had 16 receptions for 183 yards. Christopher Galding, the freshman, 6 receptions for 120 yards. In the passing game overall, Dylan Papashak, 26 for 35, 4 touchdowns and 1 interception for 365 yards. Aiden Stewart, he was 8 for 11 with 1 interception for 183 yards. For Dawson Tenbrink, he was 7 of 11 with 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Total passing game for Avon Lake, 15 for 22 with 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions on 312 yards. Total offense for Berea-Midpark, 56 plays for 421 yards. For Avon Lake, 45 for 446 yards.
You got a drive of the game, Jared?
I think the drive of the game was that interception that Berea-Midpark came up with towards the end, because that really stopped the momentum from Avon Lake. Berea-Midpark was able to shut it down.
When Tenberg threw the interception and the Berea-Midpark was able to stop them from scoring.
Yeah, I think that's the drive of the game.
The defense stepping up big for Berea-Midpark as they win here tonight, 34-33. Thank you guys for joining us all season long. Make sure you subscribe. It's completely free. I know sometimes people think subscribe means you have to pay, but it doesn't. Thanks to all of our local sponsors here in Lorain County that make all of this coverage completely free for you. I want to say thanks to Ben Parsons, who's been the cameraman all year long for us here on the video stream. Super producer Duke on the 1s and 2s, who keeps us on all day long. My partner Jared Viancourt, who's been with me since week 4, as well as some of the other guys who joined me, Will Hicks, and of course legend Mark Munch Bishop. We're done for the year, but you can catch more high school football on the radio on WOBL and WDLW, the Lorain County Sports Network. For everybody watching, want to say good night from Avon Lake, and we will catch you this basketball season, which is right around the corner, tips off November 25th. Jared Viancourt, Dave Rivera, good night here from Avon Lake.